Welcome to we'll call it Blue Trail. This is a one shot for the patrons of my community. Thank you, folks, for the support, and those of you who didn't get in on the game. Last month we did a patrons game that was a little girly pop. This week it's for the boys. It's for the boys. We're doing boy shit.
I got split in both.
Zach was in both. Yeah. Our beautiful little. Okay, so focusing up. Tonight we're playing Gunslinger Knights, and this is a game that I checked out. It's backwards because obviously reversing, but I played it at Gen Con. We had a game run for us by Alpha Dean of Cypher Unlimited. Very cool individual. Basically presented the game as the book very much seems to be highlighting it. This is not a serious game. The game is called Gunslinger Knights. I hope to replicate the same atmosphere and indenture the same feeling that I received from that game. I'm sure that I will come up short comparatively, but we'll see. I definitely have a vibe in mind. With that being said, you are Gunslinger Knights. You're not very high-tiered Gunslinger Knights. You're just young bucks. And you are based in a location called Castle True, which is shown before you in your face there. Castle True is the last remaining remnant on a land that has been blasted by the creeping darkness and has been completely destroyed and dissolved of all of its essence and life, with the exception of the glowing beacon that is Castle True. Castle True has connections to the other worlds that the creeping darkness has made its way into, and the Gunslinger Knights, the last bastion of hope in the worlds, including Sankara, are very much of a mind to stop the creeping darkness wherever it bubbles up. The creatures that spill out into these worlds and harm the innocents, the people who are simply trying to live in this hellscape. It is your job and your peers' job to ride out on your crafted steeds, fucking sick ass motorcycles, and go and fight that shit. That is it. That is all. That is the game. In the current beat, though, I want to give everybody an opportunity to just describe your character as you imagine them. Obviously, the tokens are not going to be a one-for-one. In fact, the tokens are so much not a one-for-one that I still have one that shouldn't even be there on the list, and I've removed it. Okay, we'll go ahead and start with Zach, since you were in the last patron game. You kind of have the vibe here. Just a little bit about yourself, and then a lot about your knight. And if you're talking, you're muted.
Yeah, I muted myself twice. That was frustrating. So this week I'm going to be playing Sir Gable the Guard. Sir Gable is not a knight bachelor. He's been a worthy knight for some time now. He is known for trying to stand in and protect teammates when out on missions and doing jobs, or not jobs, but I guess trials, if you will. Because he sees every task as a trial, truly trying to continue to prove himself and his valor to the rest of the team. And yeah, he's a larger knight, full plate armor. He is armed with a small light pistol, but it does plenty of work.
All right, perfect. Brent, go ahead with yours. I'm just rearranging some things real quick since John was able to get into everything.
Sir Riker the Relentless is my knight. He is also in full plate armor. His steed is like a Pangolian. He calls him Rangolian. He talks to his steed. You know, it might be a little weird to some other people, but he does. He is very much ideally gonna be up front. His armor has, although freshly given to him, is definitely worn. You know, he keeps up as best as he can, but his cowboy hat is impeccably clean. Like, no dirt on it. It is beautiful. His helmet, not so much, but trade-offs. At the point in now, I'd say he's definitely seems to. He definitely seems to be a little quieter, but he for sure is like his best work is when he's working with other people, with certain other knights. Not all of the knights suit his fancy, but he does his best.
Usually how it goes. All right, let's go ahead and do. Steve, you played this game before. You were with me. Go ahead and describe your knight for me, please.
The name's Cadence Marrow. Friends call me Clay. My world was consumed by the fundament storms. And as I made my last stand on my homestead with my wife, those golden gates to Castle True opened up and we were dragged through. But not before my woman succumbed to a nasty bite from one of them critters. It corrupted her body and soul. But before the knights could put her down, I threw my body over and I said, "Do not do this is my wife." And in that moment, I made my sacred vow, the vow of sanctity, that I would find the cure. And so I have sacrificed my own soul, looking into the crawling depths to find a cure.
It's just raw as hell. Chat, tough act to follow, but you're up, buddy. I mean, you are killing it with the fucking fit, though. I will say that. Huge props. Go ahead, though. You're muted. 2 for 1.
So fucking
2
glad
and
I
1.
went first.
Okay, I'm loving it. Chad, it's okay. Zach did it too. He's done.
That's all right. We'll go for the 3 for when Radajon starts
Oh,
talking.
yeah. Okay.
Sir Corson the Hammer basically rode out of a storm that he back on his native world, he was in pursuit of a creature that killed someone he cared about, and it fled into a storm, and he followed it, and when he rode out of the storm, he was in the lands surrounding Castle True, and so he made it to Castle True and swore a champion's oath to hunt down and slay the creature that led him here. He is a fucking huge man and is probably riding like a motorcycle that is so beefy it's like a small car. Yeah, he's wearing full plate armor, but you can tell he's done a little bit of work to it. It's got some like weird shit and like copper wire and stuff strung all over it. Some of you might have seen it before, seen that kind of gadgetry before. Some of you might not have. And he's definitely, a worthy knight, but kind of unusual.
Yeah. And again, with the picture, how he incorporated a duster coat into his fucking armor fit. Again, it just, you came impeccably dressed. This motherfucker's impeccably dressed. Love it. Okay, last but not least, Radajon, tell us about your night.
Let's see. There we go. Looks nothing like the
That's totally fine.
Avocado
Placeholder.
there.
Placeholder.
He's in like very, very loose chainmail, caked in dirt, rides a motorcycle. Doesn't have a helmet, but I picture him having like a circlet that's like shaped as a king's crown. No, sorry, his name's Sir King of the Road. So that makes a bit more sense. And then he's got like a what am I thinking of? A mohawk coming out of the circlet.
Hell yeah.
And like goggles, things like that.
What color's the fucking mohawk?
Purple.
Hell yeah. Okay, so just real quick, monocycle may have been a word that was said that people may not understand. And I love doing this with John because this shit's hilarious. It goes back to Tuesday. But if you're familiar with the movie Star Wars,
Here we go.
it's a big wheel. It's a big wheel with a motorcycle inside of it, and it doesn't have wheels. it uses the big wheel and it drives. Too funny. Too funny. So, you are members of the Order of Gunslinger Knights, warriors sworn to the protection of Sankara, a world plagued with storms that birth monstrous horrors. As Knights of the Order, each of you carries a personally crafted mystic gun, your blessed weapon. Each of you also rides a motorcycle, your crafted steed, individualized and cared for as if it were a living beast. Your current mission: ride to the hamlet of Carmarthen, which sent a message requesting that the Order look into irregularities. No additional details accompanied the request. But no request for aid is ignored, however vague. Your patrol was assembled from the knights available in Castle True, which houses the largest force of the Order of Gunslinger Knights. Castle True is in a tiny realm atop an interdimensional crossroads. To reach Sankara, you must ride the stair across souls, as you've done a couple of times before, to fight the horrors besetting that world. The best way to think of the stair is it's like the Rainbow Bridge. It's like the Bifrost, but it's a fucking highway, right? It's like Rainbow Road from goddamn Mario Kart. So things that you guys would know, and then after I get with this, I want to make sure you guys are, while you're listening to me, just kind of going over your background, and if there's any points of interest that you see there that you want to bring up at the beginning, you'll do that right after I'm done with this little blurb of information, okay? So this is what you know about Sankara and Carmarthen. Sankara is a world of plateaus rising out of an angry sea. The plateaus are the shattered remnants of a much larger continent that was destroyed thousands of years ago in a magical war. Sankarans of the previous Golden Age fell into bickering, then warring, then finally turned their great artifacts upon each other, tools so powerful, when twisted, they become weapons of mass destruction. It's because of the fracturing war that all Sankarans now abide by a covenant of tranquility, a pledge of peace and nonviolence that few break. And Carmarthen is a hamlet. It lies on a plateau known as the Blasted Plains. Isolated even by Sankaran standards, the community is on a cliff off the northeastern edge, while the few other Sankaran settlements on the same plateau are on the western edge. There's no permanent bastion of knights on the Blasted Plains, unlike some of the other plateaus where Castle True has established priories, commanderies. Carmarthen is rumored to keep a massive library, one of the few that still exist in Sankara. Okay, so with that said, any questions about that information, and also anything you want to interject with your backgrounds? But
you're periodically cutting out.
Oh, am I doing okay now?
Talk for a sentence.
Hey, John, why are you doing this to me? I'm trying to be radical.
Yeah,
that was
you
good.
cut out right at the end.
Okay.
We got
Oh, did
Radica.
Okay.
It, like the sound like clips.
Let me
in,
go
like,
ahead
very
and
weird spots.
pull my mic in closer and test.
We'll see how it goes.
Well, yeah, let's live our lives. It's your time to talk anyway. So,
Yes, sir.
that.
So the first thing, if I can go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can just jump right in. So from my background, there is one other PC I have to pick who I shot in a fight a while back, or a shot I made in a fight ricocheted and grazed them. I didn't shoot them. Let's be clear. Ricocheted and grazed them, and how they feel about that is up to them.
Okay, who do you want it to be?
I was gonna pick Corson.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a big
And how you
target.
feel about like me taking a shot at an enemy and it bounces off their shield and like grazes your arm or whatever?
He himself probably wouldn't have noticed a glancing blow.
Oh my god. So, like, the situation is, like, so Gable...
I know.
He's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I hit you." And he's like, "What?"
and then, like, doesn't even think about it. So, like, if he brings it up and he's like, "I'm sorry I shot you, okay?" You're like, "You shot me? When did you shoot me?" Like... So one side of the equation is like...
Are we shooting each other? Just pops me in the foot.
I love that. Anything else?
That's great.
Anybody have anything background-wise?
I just had to pick one of those.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Good.
I have to pick another PC that quietly suspects I'm being corrupted by my study of the crawling deeps. And I'm going to pick Riker, since he is wary of some of the other knights. I think that makes the most sense. And since he's so intimate with his bike, you would probably notice that my bike is really really edgy and looks like it is starting to become corrupted. And the fact that I have a familiar that is a creature of the crawling deeps that definitely rides in the sidecar and has little goggles is probably also kind of sketchy.
Perfection. Okay, you're good with that, Brent?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, basically, it's a witch, and there's anti-witch bigotry that needs to be on display. We are definitely trying to sell a product here, so make sure you keep the anti-witch bigotry up for this game.
I have 4.
Go ahead.
Pick one other PC you consider their training to be less exacting than your own, and you believe they could benefit some training with you.
Okay.
I'll do Sir Gable because he's the biggest.
Yeah, and because of his ability to accidentally shoot his friend, that might be something you piggyback off of. You're like, well, I'll help you with aiming. So, like, Gable is super, like, forgiving, or, like, trying to get forgiveness, right? Corson doesn't even realize anything's happened. And King's like, well, if you feel so bad about it, I'll teach you how to use that thing better.
Right.
Love it.
Really good with the shield, really bad with the pistol.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Chad.
And pick one other piece. Oh,
Go ahead. You said
I
you
have
had
4
another.
of them. I'm sorry.
Well, you don't have to do all of them. You can just do.
Does it say choose one of
you're
the following?
picking one.
It says
I'm
choose
an idiot.
one, yeah. So you don't have to do all of them. That one works.
Chad, you're up.
That one works.
Yeah, so that's the one I'm gonna go with. They rescued you from the sea when nightmares from the storms knocked you in, pulling you out of your steed's wreckage at great risk to himself. Basically, like when he rolled out of the storm, shit went sideways when he first showed up, and then whoever this PC is was basically out there on their own. I was kind of leaning towards Clay Morrow.
Yeah, I like that too, because like he was inspecting like a fundament storm, and then this fucking guy flies out in kind of like weird but similar armor, and so it was like, here's a gun or a sword, fight alongside us against these horrible tentacle monsters. So he fought you out of that situation, and you helped, and you formed like a bond there. So even though he's kind of compromised or not, who cares?
It's like, I still owe this motherfucker my life.
He's got a good heart.
Yeah.
He's got a good heart. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything anybody else has at the beginning here, or is there anything else about Sankara, Carmarthen that you'd like to know more about?
Is there anything mildly, because I know like largely it's going for like, I guess like low tech and like magic vibes.
It's Cypher
But-
system, whatever.
So considering like this is like cracks in reality type world,
Sure.
all kinds of things can kind of fall through and show up. Is there any like, in his short time here, has Corson noticed anything relatively technologically advanced?
Yeah, so I mean, like, you've got ciphers on you. The ciphers of Castle True are crafted by their kind of engineers, and it doesn't really give much detail on them, but the way I kind of imagine them is if you took, like, Doc Brown from the third Back to the Future, and then, like, shoved him through the Adaptus Mechanicus, like, at light speed, and then for some reason, like, he didn't turn into Rick from Rick and Morty. Like, that's how I imagine that the guys in Castle True's, like, engineering staff are kind of like. They're just like, oh, holy shit, I found a thing! And then they, like, name it, and you're like, nobody has any idea what they're talking about. And then they're able to, like, plug it into your bike and do crazy shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, Chad is lagging. Is it me? Or is it Chad?
I think that's
It's
Chad.
Chad.
Okay.
He's a robot.
Thank God it's not me this time. I'm gonna go ahead and screen cap that. That's long-lasting tradition we have here is when someone lags out, we make sure for posterity that will never be forgotten. Chad, we didn't catch any of that. You lagged the shit out. What did you just say? Oh,
heard.
Did it again, I
No.
think.
It did it
Oh.
again. Sorry, Chad. We'll get back to
Hello?
you. Yes, you there?
Hello?
Yes, you're perfect now.
Yeah.
Say something.
Okay. Hello. Hi.
Yes, you're on. You're on.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, Corson himself is not the smartest. Intellect is actually his lowest stat, but he does come from like a different time and a different place where that kind of thing was slightly more common.
Mhm.
So he's just kind of trying to make sense and figure out what's what around here. So he's kind of paying attention to everything and trying to figure out how everything works.
Perfection. And so, quick notes. So some of you may not be familiar with the system. You'll note that you have three abilities, three stats: might, speed, intellect. Best way to kind of take this into account is might is like strength and con. If you're from a D&D background, it's all things physical. Speed is anything that has to do with dexterous or like acuity, being quick on the pickup, like initiative, etc. Intellect is kind of like your broad space kind of mental stats. So that's like charisma, like interacting with people, but it's also book smarts and all that bullshit. And you don't have hit points. Receiving damage is kind of a different element. It's not numerical. It's kind of you gain things that kind of stack onto you that are bad. But your effective worth in a scene or in the game is determined by your pool. And that's how many points you have on those. If I do damage to you, the initial amount of damage is going to be done to your might score. Unless it specifically says that I'm damaging something else, then it's going to move into speed, and then it's going to move into intellect. If all three of those are zeroed, you're dead. So they're not technically your hit points, because they're also a resource you use to purchase abilities and use actions.
So how is this pool size determined?
It is
Because
equivalent
I
to
noticed
the
that
number. It should be equivalent to the number. So if your numbers up above are bigger than the pool, change the pool to the bigger number.
Okay.
That might have just been me when I was adding stuff in. I just didn't go back through. And then if you do not have a edge in any one of the three, you need to place an edge into one of the three. The edge should be put in the one that you're going to be using the most, that you feel like is the one that defines you as a character. And what an edge does is it will allow you to do a thing when you roll dice. To make it easier. And then, any costs associated with that are reduced by 1. Reduced by the edge amount. Any questions on the basics? Okay, fuck all that then. We move into the blasted plains. So you descend down the stair, and you make your way into the blasted plain, which is a northeast territory in Zankara. And your path isn't exactly right where you need it to be, because, as I mentioned, Carmarthen is kind of a bit a ways away from where you're wanting to go, or where you're coming from, rather. As you ride out, the interdimensional pathway, the golden road glowing with dark stars and swirls of color, appears before you. You ride down onto the roads, passing some small priories and the like, and you continue on. Now, at this point, you don't really have a map. You just have an understanding of where you're supposed to be going. So at this point, if anybody has skill in trailblazing skill or navigation, you can go ahead and make a roll, a difficulty 3 intellect task, to determine whether or not you're able to get there quickly.
I have navigation.
Navigation,
Yeah,
okay.
I have trailblazing as well.
Either of you can make it, but if you don't have the skill or a focus on it, it's kind of, just these two would be fine. So, how do you make the skill roll? You should have a skill called navigation or a skill called trailblazing. You're going to click it, and the difficulty, as I mentioned, is a difficulty 3. How is difficulty kind of measured, and what does it determine? So, if I say difficulty 3, really, literally what I'm saying is a DC 9. I want you to roll a 9 on a 20-sided dice. If you have a skill and it is trained, then that means you're easing that roll by 1. What does easing mean? You're reducing the difficulty by 1. You don't have it trained?
No, I do have it. I have it trained, but a 3 would be demanding. Instead of, for me, since it's trained,
It will be standard. Right. Sorry, they have names for each of the tiers. You're right. Sorry, I just think of it as a 1 through 10. I just don't pay attention to all the words in between. Totally. It came up when you popped it up, though, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then go ahead and click that, and go ahead and roll that for me. And yeah, it'll ease by 1. So it would be difficulty 3. You're making it difficulty 2.
What about effort to roll?
So you can spend pool points, your intellect pool, to ease it more. The first effort spent is 3 points. And because you are level 1, effectively, you can only effort into it once. But once you get into higher levels, you can spend multiple levels of effort and effort it down by more.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. You rolled a 10, which beats a target number 9, and definitely beats a target number of 6. So, yeah, you're good. Success. And then, did you want to roll one too, Steve?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Because it's intellect and that's my jam.
Trailblazing.
What was Edge? Is that like gives you 1 level of effort for free or something?
Edge says whenever you're spending something against that specific stat, like if you're spending for effort, instead of spending 3 points for effort, you'll spend 2. And then if there's any kind of abilities that say spend point for action, you'll spend 1 less because your Edge is there. And you can only use Edge once per turn. So you can't be like, 2 abilities with different, points costs, or like, Edge on your cost for a spell and then Edge on the effort spent to roll the spell as well.
And how did he ease the task?
By being trained.
Okay, so because I'm trained in trailblazing,
yeah, it's a D.
It goes down by 1.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficulty 3.
3 to 2
so
or 4 to 3?
3 to 2.
It looks like it automatically takes out if it's trained or not.
Okay. So yeah, difficulty 2, trained, 6. So you have an 11. Nailed it. Okay. So you both have a great understanding as to how to get there. You know exactly where you need to go, and you arrive. On the way there, just south of the Wailing Caves, your group encounters what appears to be a small trickle of water, like a small little stream that kind of goes from north to south. And you'd also notice on this little stream, like you can get across. It's not going to be hard for you to move your bikes across. Just do a sick wheelie. But there does appear to be a camp present here. And looking at the camp, you can see what appears to be the floating blessed gun of one of your brethren. This is typically indicative of them having died. Looks like there's a couple of other bodies around the small campfire, which is still kind of going. And yeah, their crafted steeds are obviously in place as well.
Yeah, Corson's gonna peel off and head over there and see what's going on. Okay. He's gonna draw his gun and keep it handy while he kind of slows down and cruises through.
Okay.
Gable will pick up the gun.
Yeah, when you do, the glow of it kind of stops and it kind of takes into your hand. You would know that each one of the blessed weapons of the knights of the Gunslinger Knights basically has a connection to a great artifact itself, which is what gives it its magic. And yeah, these are kind of when you pass, or it'll float there as kind of like a note or a beacon for reclaimers to acquire the weapons back.
Do I recognize the weapon?
It is a kind of long rifle, but it doesn't look like it's a knight that you would know, I don't think. No.
Okay.
Are we
unless you want it to be.
Are we on the
No, I don't
camp right now?
it.
Are we like on the camp right now?
Yeah.
Where we're okay.
Do the bodies look like they were?
To check out the knights. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, does it look like these bodies were like ripped apart by something, or were they like shot?
Great question. So you kind of start exploring the bodies, and it sounded like Corson, you were moving towards the knights to check them out as well to see any kind of signs of damage. Looking around at them, you kind of see the others moving to their process. You can see that Gable's taking the blessed weapon out of the air. What are Riker and King doing?
Riker's going over to check on the steed.
Okay. And what about you, King?
I would go with. I'm sorry, Gable.
Why are you sorry?
The one who wrote off. I wasn't sure if that was the right name.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go with Gable and check out the guns,
Yeah.
the blessed weapons. Okay, well, sounds like we're all paying attention to one part of the equation that makes up a gunslinger knight. Okay. So as you kind of move to collect all of the blessed weapons, it does look like to you, Gable and King, that these were utilized in a fight very recently. You can see that they're scoring on the ground. Looks like there's kind of bullet holes in some of the rocks and tree trunks or bush trunks that are kind of near you. Not really trees, more kind of like succulents, like weird cacti or like desert fare. And it looks like the camp was attacked after they had established it. Based on everything that you can see on the ground and the makings of it, it looks like there are remnants of kind of like a black scarring, which is indicative of when a creeping darkness creature is destroyed by a blessed weapon. They basically burst into like a black cloud of ink and then kind of cover the ground in their sick. There are pieces of them that do remain in some instances, so it definitely looks like they were set upon by creeping darkness creature. If you would like, either of you have any skills that you think would be related to, like, tracking or determining things about the creeping darkness. If not, you can just make an intellect roll. And the difficulty on that will be 3.
My
Hold on a second there, Chad. You're kind of coming in robot mode. So that's for King and for Gable on the intellect roll, sorry.
Is this where I click 2 because I have an edge in intellect?
So no,
Or do I click 3 and the game will...
Yeah, it'll click 3 and the game will figure it out. But edge doesn't lower, it doesn't ease. What edge does is when you spend points for effort or you spend points for an action, it will reduce that number by 1 once per turn.
That's the number. Got it.
Yep. Okay. All right. So if you're kind of searching around and seeing that situation, the creeping darkness creatures that appear to have assailed them are what are known as cobra slugs, based on what's kind of a remnant of them. Cobra slugs are not uncommon horror from the creeping darkness. They are kind of like what they say, multi-eyed, kind of weird, discombobulated, slug-like creatures that have a vitreolous venom and can spit it as well. Okay. Riker, you said you were moving on the bikes.
Yeah.
Checking them out, they look like they have been pretty well ridden. Probably about as much as you've ridden yours today. And there's really not much you're picking up about them. Other than it does appear that the tracks on the ground, so far as you can tell, appear to denote that there was another bike here. It never parked, this other bike, but it was present. There are tire tracks for a motorcycle that is not here. At this point, I'm going to ask if anybody wants to elect themselves as being someone who is in the knowledge base of the blasted plains / the area. If there are no volunteers, we'll just leave it.
Definitely not Corson.
How do you mean knowledge base?
So you want to say that your character is from here, been here before on a mission, whatever. You are basically included on understanding in this area.
I think Clay Morrow, I think Clay's a good candidate. He
Steve, you
tends to
down?
kind of roam around
Because
out
I think
here.
Steve
I
already.
saw on the
Steve
I was
already
gonna
knows.
say, I saw on the map that there was a library, so we can say I've been here before for research.
Okay, so you're familiar with a hero of the Gunslinger Knights, known as the Blue Knight. The Blue Knight was supposedly lost about a year or so ago, and so they were said to have disappeared near or around the Dead Springs. The Blue Knight in question is a very potent and powerful gunslinger knight. She utilized a short rifle, and her steed was kind of a medium build, kind of beefy, like Harley, but not like super beefy chopper heavy machine mode. And yeah, she was kind of badass. She got her name the Blue Knight because she wore blue armor.
And we know, or I know, this is like her party.
No. You know
No.
that she disappeared around from here, and she's never been seen since. The tire tracks, when they're brought to your attention, and also kind of that, like just her going, like disappearing, going rogue, it means it might have been her. Maybe she came to help, or maybe she came to, who knows.
Yeah, Clay will kind of saunter over to the tire tracks, pick up some of the dirt, and sniff it. Blue Knight might have been around here. She might be heading to Camarthen. Camarthen. I reckon we should question her. Get some more info.
You can't see it because of my plate armor. I'm kind of squinting at you, like,
Well, you never smelled no dirt before? You learn a lot about...
I don't believe I have, but I'm obligated to take your word for it, just because I know you. But I don't know about this dirt smell and stuff.
And last but not least, this would be, I believe, Corson and Clay were looking at bodies.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to one of them, you realize that there's something a bit off about them. And, like, it looks like you can see bullet holes in a few of them. But then one that you get to, then another, pretty sure one over there, of the 5 that are present, this weird kind of sheet on them. It's almost like sort of death shroud. And once you kind of realize what you're looking at... Hold on a second here. Not going as well as I'd hoped. Mechanical difficulties, roll 20, of course. Once you realize what you're looking at, these things, these shrouds, seem to manifest this kind of weird red, pulsing, veiny kind of exterior. The veins kind of fill out through the thing as if blood is being kind of siphoned from somewhere throughout. And the tail-like appendage, which you now realize is not a tail, it's actually its head or hand. You're not sure, but it's coming for you. So, combat. This is going to be the hardest part for me. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. So initiative is a difficulty 3 task. Okay? So you're going to roll initiative. And it doesn't...
Except for me.
Why not you?
The difficulty of your initiative roll is reduced by 1 step.
Then there you go. Notated.
Okay, so what is effort again?
Effort is something that you can spend when you take an action, okay? When you spend effort, you're going to reduce the number of points you have in the associated stats pool by 3. And when you do so, you're going to ease the effort by 1. The task difficulty by 1. Okay? You can do that because you're only a first level character, or for one, tier character. You can only effort once. But as you kind of grow in strength, your effort will you'll gain more options. You can effort a bunch of times. The first cost is 3, the second is 2, and so on.
So initiative is just a skill that everybody has.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm assuming the associated pool would be speed.
Yeah, but spending effort on the initiative task is kind of pointless. It's not going to matter if
Wow.
you go faster. Oh, exciting! So we've got a 1. So do you see how on my good friend Sir King of the Roads roll, it says GM intrusion at the bottom?
Oh Jesus, you
That's the
scared me.
best
I
part
thought I
about
was the
this
one that failed.
Yeah. So the GM intrusions can be anything, but whenever a GM intrusion happens, I get to do something right now, or bank it for within this little small section, and I get to fuck with you, or I get to create an element to the story that's more fun and I think kind of helps the plot move forward. So what I'm going to do in this instance with this GM intrusion is I am going to say I want my good lad, Sir King of the Road, to go ahead and give me a speed roll.
Where do you?
You just click the word
roll
speed at the
that?
top of the pools. I think you should just be able to roll straight speed.
Difficulty.
Difficulty is going to be, let's go with 4. Okay, so you're rolling hot tonight. Because that speed was so low, you were kind of walking and talking, kind of heading over to Clay, and just as you did so, the creature leapt out for you, not for him. So you will start enshrouded.
Can I interject? Because I also got a critical, which could it gives me a minor effect.
Yeah,
and I
go
do have
for it.
something that rocks with the situation. So for my Crawling Deeps lore, Crawling Deeps magic, a minor effect I have is that a creature of the Crawling Deeps, I can daze it for 1 round.
Okay,
So, hear me out.
go for it.
King's coming over, he kind of, hey, what do you make of all this? And then I'm kind of hitting with the watch out, brother. I raise my incense burner thing, essentially my
Censure.
conduit, my censure, and my own Crawling Deep smoke kind of slithers out and enveloping the shroud, dazing it and kind of helping him out, slowing it down.
I like it. What I'm going to say is that it will engulf him, it'll still kind of capture him, but it seems to be kind of lazily kind of on him. So during his turn, he can, as an action, freely remove it. But another thing too is it will not go on its turn either. Fair?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay. So then, did anybody else succeed at initiative?
I did.
Okay, great. So you're all acting at the same time, and you can decide what time you want to go at that. My creatures did not succeed at initiative. They will be going last.
I guess Corson's just gonna shoot one of them.
Can you clarify how movement works? Or
Sure.
does movement not matter?
Movement doesn't matter. You're on motorcycles, so you can ride around all you want, or you can basically move around on foot all you want. There's no time cycle either. Again, rule of cool.
Just making sure there's no limitations. We're just playing it fun.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
The map was literally just because it was in the book, and I figured a visual aid would be fun.
Well, so okay, fuck it. If we're just gonna rule of cool it, Corso's a big
buddy.
motherfucker. He's just gonna curb stomp the one in front of him.
Okay. So you're going to be making a might attack. You're not really rolling anything. Since you're just doing it with your feet, it's only going to do 2 damage as a light weapon would do. So go ahead and make a might roll. And I'll say that because of the creature's kind of like weirdness, it's 3.
Difficulty 3.
Yeah. You can also
edge. I only get 1 edge.
Yeah, that's true. But you can also spend edge for damage, I believe. Hold on, or effort for damage. So, effort.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna spend. So when it says effort to roll, do I do 1 or 3?
So wait until you do the damage. So like if you want to get the hit, to guarantee the hit, you can do that. You can spend effort. It'll be 3. But what I'm trying to say to you is that the damage is probably what you need because the
Effort to damage. Okay, I see.
You can spend 3 points on your might to do effort to damage. Yeah.
Okay. So I will do. So I'm sorry. Is it 1 effort to damage is 3 points from my pool?
That's right.
Oh, that's not even worth it. Anyways, there's that. How did I fail?
Oh, you're using your broadsword. Okay, cool.
Well, that was just what I rolled. I figured it'd be the same attack.
Oh yeah, you said curb stomp, but no, use the sword. It definitely does more damage. It's totally fine. I was like, yeah, melee attack, sure. But no, yeah. So you swing at it. You definitely fail. It seems to kind of like slither onto and around the body it's on, and then cast it down as it kind of snakes up onto the ridge near there. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Do you
So
mind
the
if I do-
shotgun. You go
sorry,
ahead. I just had a question. You go ahead.
So
You're gonna have to
real
go back.
quick, as he sees Corson like go towards the creature, you camera whips back towards Gable, and he's like hesitating to grab the gun, and instead he revs the engine, drives around, and whips the fucking creature with the back of the motorcycle.
Slamming it with your bike. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So then, go ahead and just give me. I don't think I put a melee attack for them specifically, but yeah, it'll just be a speed roll on this because you're riding up onto it and kind of riding over it. I'll say difficulty is going to be again a 3. It's very doable.
Cool.
Okay. So what's the damage on the size of your steed? Do you know? Probably not. Hold on.
Not offhand, sorry.
Crafted steed. What is... I forgot to input this on character sheets, I think. What is the size of your steed?
I went with the biggest size. I just can't
Heavy.
remember what it was called. Heavy, yeah. That's
Cool.
why I wanted to slam into it, because I figured it'd have a lot of weight.
Yeah, for sure. I believe it does 8 damage on a hit. Yep. It is as powerful as a shotgun. Okay. Yeah, you slam
And then I
into
want to
it.
just, like, ride back over to be next to Corson.
Love it. Then Corson, you already went. Anybody else succeeded? Oh, Clay.
I
Did
thought my action was like.
No, it's a
countering
minor
that.
effect. That's just a thing that happens.
That's just a freebie.
Yeah.
All right. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna try to help King then. If this thing's still on him, I will.
As an action, you can just remove it from him. Like that would be your turn, just peeling it off of him. Right
Yeah,
now,
I'm gonna grab it by its tail and toss it off. Give him get off him, you varmint.
Love it. And then if you want to move around a little, you can.
Yeah, I'm a wizard. I'll go over here.
Okay. So then, it'll go to the
my turn?
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. I just wanted to confirm with the shotgun. You said if we were up close, we could use might instead of speed.
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. I am rushing this one on my Pangolian
Okay.
and just kind of sticking the shotgun pretty much right on it. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, you're
And
kind
it
of
would
standing
be-
close to your steed. You just throw your leg over, like you do a Riker, like onto your own bike, and then it's already going, and you just pull the thing forward, and just as you're riding past, shotgun, boom. Let's see it.
Heck yeah. Is it a difficulty 3 as well?
Yeah. And normally, if you weren't Gunslinger Knights, you would have a penalty because you're riding and shooting, but because you have your cool steed abilities, you're fucking rocking.
I
Okay.
failed.
Buckshot slams into the dirt behind it, kind of smashes into the bushes and trees near it. Not terribly great. Do you want to keep moving around it?
No, I'll keep myself here.
Okay.
Kind of interjecting
You kind of
myself
skid the
it
bike
and the
and
rest
kind
of my
of then
teammates.
you kind of do like an Akira slide and like shoot the guy. Yeah, love it. Okay. Next up is the failures. So we have just Sir King of the Road, and that's it for the failed initiatives, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, John, because you're the only failure on there, you're going to go before them. You thing is peeled off of you by Clay, and you can kind of back away from it if you
On
want.
my bike? Am I off my bike?
You can kind of step onto your bike. It's close enough that you can just kind of hop onto it.
All right. Let's see.
And then it's usually better for you to just kind of like, instead of thinking about the what you need to roll or what you need to click, just tell me kind of like what fucking Brent did. Just like tell me what you're doing, and then it's cooler that way.
Yeah, I kind of want to do the same thing that Zach did and like
Slam into it with
roll
the
like
bike.
this,
Bash.
roll up,
Gonna
and then
bash.
roll up the ridge, and then back down, and then over this way like that.
Oh hell yeah! So I'm imagining like you kind of like get into the mono wheel, drive it straight at him, and when you hit him, you kind of let the bike cycle so it goes upside down on your side. Then you hit the gas and like pedal away from it, so you're peeling out on the damn thing. If you hit, so let's go
Yeah.
ahead and see it. Click on. It's gonna be a speed roll.
It was this. No.
You'll ease it 1 point. Yeah, all out.
What do I roll? Speed roll?
Speed roll. And it's gonna be difficulty 3, so it'll be difficulty 2 instead.
What the fuck?
Okay, you are rolling great tonight, my friend. So you do all the things that we described, and you can go ahead and move to where you want to go. But the thing is like the initial thing that you had to do is hit it with the tire, and that did not happen. If you had multiple tires, it might have happened, but you just got the one. It's really big. If you had multiple big ones, it would have been cool. Or a penning farthing.
I'm
like,
reloading roll 20. Roll 20 is shit. Reload.
fuck roll 20.
Just restart the whole browser.
The creature
Open it in Firefox.
I'm
The
clearing my
creatures
cache.
will launch towards you guys. So, in an effort to catch you out, you need to give me fucking speed rolls. These are to avoid the attack rolls. I need one from Riker, I need one from Corson, and I need one from
So
fucking
I meant to ask.
John again.
Could
No.
I
Sorry,
have activated my dynamo last turn?
You can, but pro tip: don't activate ciphers unless you absolutely mean it. You only get the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
Never
one and
mind then.
dones. Yeah. They are very explosive, and they do a lot of cool shit. There are some ciphers that people were talking about when we were at Gen Con that they said were like thermonuclear bombs. Like, you could literally just blow up a whole planet. Like, I think one of you has a thing that says a fundament storm. No, I actually turned it off. So
you just gave me some twigs.
yeah, you guys. I rolled yours. I rolled everybody's. Okay, they were randomly generated. So this one was dazed. So speed rolls from just Gable and from Riker.
What difficulty is it?
Oh, I said Corson instead of So Corson. We'll do Corson. Yeah, difficulty on the speed is just going to
And
be
I
4.
jump in front of Corson and take the hit anyway.
Yeah, there's a feature that you have that should be listed in your sheet. I don't remember what it's called.
This one?
You click it. Hold on.
I did. It's in the chat. Draw an attack.
Draw an
When
attack,
an NPC attacks the character, another PC can prominently present herself, shout taunts, and move to try to get the foe. Her attack.
Since the attack is so clearly telegraphed and it's kind of just leaping at you, you can kind of push Corson astride and kind of get in between with the shield. Absolutely.
Amazing. Thank you.
I got you, buddy.
Fucking
I am
broke
the guard. I shall
Broke
guard your
it.
life.
You said it was difficulty 2?
Difficulty 4.
4, okay.
With a speed roll?
Yeah. Success?
Incredible.
Failure. Okay, so you're kind of like on the bike and you kind of come up and shoot at it, and it kind of leaps up from that position and kind of slimes down on you like a big old sheet being flown onto a bed, and you kind of just peel and very quickly, like, you know, turn the bike around so it just kind of hits the back of the tires, kind of bounces aside, and you just kind of like turned around now facing behind it, or it's facing your back. And then Gable, you push Corso out of the way, rush in, shield up, and it just whoosh, like a wet blanket right on top of you. It'll immediately use its ability to deal damage to you. So it ignores your armor, and it deals damage directly to intellect. You'll take 4 points to your intellect.
So from like the current number or the pool?
Pool.
Got it. 4 from the pool.
And then it will go to the top. So people who succeeded on initiative.
Oh, what was the point of all that armor?
Oh, yeah, no. Against these guys, it sucks because they ignore armor.
Yeah, it's okay. Now we know.
So since that thing jumped at me and I did like, it's behind me now, can I do like a sick wheelie and like shoot it from behind?
Yeah, you're like doing a wheelie, and well, no, you don't spin it. Just do like a Blackthorn. Just pull the shotgun behind you and pull the trigger. No look, just.
Still difficulty 3.
Yeah, and then again, you should be reducing it down to 6 because you are trained with shotguns. So it should
What is
say it should, yeah. When you click the attack, it should have that in the metric. Like it should say that its difficulty is down by 1.
Okay, gotcha. Ah, hit. Let's go.
Okay, so you hit it and like you just cream it. It's absolutely destroyed. Just shotgun blasts through the shroud. You can see it completely obliterated. Looks like this one was already wounded from some other stage or combat. And when you're kind of getting ready to peel out and go a different direction, the one that got hit by the bike, it's barely hanging on, and the one that didn't get hit by a bike up on the ridge, that one is fresh as well. So it appears that you had the one that was damaged from the onset.
Yeah, then I'll finish riding over here to in front of the one that didn't get hit yet.
Okay. Cutting it off so it doesn't attack the mono wheel.
Yep.
Okay. Who else is on the success?
That'd be me. Corson is immediately going to just try to rip that shroud off Gable.
Okay. So now that it's
Yeah,
kind of
if
attached
he
and locked
can.
on, it's no longer.
If he can't, he wants to
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
it against the ground.
So if you're going to do that, if you're going to rip it off, it is a might-based task. So you're just going to roll might, and it looks like the difficulty on it is still a 3. And if you want to make an effort of it, you can. If you want to spend some points to help it out.
Yeah, so on the drop down where it says effort to roll, is that 1?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I take 3 off my pool.
Yeah, if it doesn't automatically do it.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
success. So you rip the thing off of it, just peeling it back and tossing it to the ground. And your edge was included in that, so it's 2 for the cost, if you haven't already erased it.
Oh, so 2 from my pool instead of 3.
Yeah, because you have
Sweet.
edge and might.
Hell yeah, I do.
Yeah, your edge and might. You have a movement as well, but that's your action.
Okay. And I think because of one of my abilities makes it so I can basically I want to move and go get on my bike. And
Yeah, absolutely. Boom, you're on the bike.
try to run this thing down. Because that seems to be very effective.
Yeah, running it down will be another action, though. So you kind of get onto the bike and kind of turn away from it, kind of peeling down to the south a little bit, getting ready to do like a nice windabout to smash into it. Sound good?
Mhm.
Okay. And then it'll go to whoever else is on success. Looks like Gable and Clay. Go ahead, Clay.
Yeah. So as he pulled it off, and while it's kind of staggered and trying to recover to attack probably Gable again, I'll pull out Ye Old Blessed Leeinfeld from my cloak and just take a rifle shot at this one.
Okay. So in your current position, you are, I would say, long distance. So yeah, you're good. The rifle should have no problems. Go ahead, and take the shot.
Difficulty?
Difficulty for this is going to be 2. Basically hitting the broadside of a barn. It's kind of been thrown to the ground.
A success.
Okay. Boom. When you hit it, damage on the medium blessed rifle is 6.
Yeah, it should be 2 less than the shotgun.
Okay.
So I think it's 6.
You kind of hit like away from where it looks like there's a big old tire mark and like where it got smashed into by Gable's motorcycle, and you kind of hit that stem that you grabbed on the other one, and you watch as it kind of pops it, and now there's like this noodle that's kind of opened up and just like spewing out this red fluid, which you realize has like this weird kind of swirl in it, and you're creeping darkness aware enough to understand that that's the blood of the knight it was drinking. Like it's brain material and also it's like fluids shooting out of the tick / leech / blanket that you just murdered. Okay. Next up on the docket is last but not least on the successes, Gable.
Yeah, seeing that shot just kind of explode in front of him, he's going to spin the bike around, kind of move this way, and pull out the pistol.
I assume as it's kind of like burning out on top of it, you can just see it like spraying the shroud apart, like just ripping it into bits, and then you're kind of coming around with the pistol, looking at the last one up on the ridge.
Yep.
Let's see it.
How do I... Oh, I see.
Yep.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 2. You're hitting a very wide target here. They're easier to shoot than they are to...
Cool.
All right. So you hit it. You put a nice hole clean through the sheet. It's still alive. And it'll go down to John. You kind of lock in on the mono wheel. What are you doing next?
I guess I'll move a little bit, and then I'm gonna try to shoot this one against the one that's been fucking with me.
So as you were going, I assumed it like turned in place and then started kind of winding off to the side, like some sick ass maneuver where you spin the tire like in a way so that it just turns it perfectly, like 90 degrees, and then bang. Let's see it.
Difficulty 3 still.
Difficulty 2 for shooting.
Thank
Bam!
God.
So as you kind of pull the big heavy pistol, which is not as comical as you made it out to be in the lead up to this, it's a big fucking cannon though. You pull it out and you watch as it splatters like straight through the spine, ripping the thing into 2 pieces and absolutely obliterating it. Okay. In the aftermath.
He says, consider yourself excommunicated.
In the aftermath, what would you like to do next?
So I saw Gable get attacked, right?
Oh, there's no more creatures. They're all dead.
Yeah, no, like earlier when he got like attached on, I knew he got hurt. Okay, I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna do healing touch. It's a difficulty 2 intellect task. Each time I attempt to heal a creature. Intellect is my worst stat. So just be prepared for that.
Heal my brain,
I succeed.
Brent.
So you're gonna get 6 points back into your intellect stat pool.
Amazing.
Woo!
Which
it
can't go over, I don't think.
Right?
No, you can't go over.
Sick though. Preach.
Okay. Anything anybody wants to do here? Obviously, you have an idea of where you want to go, Carmarthen. But is there anything anybody wants to do at the camp?
Yeah, we need to put these boys to rest, or maybe come on the way back, take them back to the fuck. What is the place?
Castle True.
Castle True. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you would know that the blessed weapons can be recovered by reclaimers. There's no need for you to kind of take hold of them. If you let one of them go, you'll see them kind of just float back into space where they are near their rider. They never key to you, but they do turn off their weird floating thing when you take them from the air. With that said, though, is there anything that you want to check about them besides what you've already investigated? One more round of just investigations while we...
Was there anything else inside of the fucking creatures?
So no, not so much inside the creatures, no. They are just kind of goopy messes. The knights that were in them, I mean, they are still kind of laying there. Looks like some of them have gunshots in their armor, like somebody has shot them kind of pretty solidly with a high power rifle that's penetrated their armor. Yeah, it definitely looks as though it was like a combo piece. They were being attacked by creeping darkness and were also shot by gun.
I don't know what kind of fuel our
Doesn't matter.
steeds use.
Yeah.
So yeah, Corson wants to check their vehicles and basically their kit and their gear and take anything that might be useful for us.
Does
as
matter.
far as like
Sorry,
resource.
it does matter. Their fuel is emptied. It looks like someone actually took the effort to remove their fuel. Bullets are not super important, but you get more of them. If you want to just go ahead and double your number to 2,000 instead of 1,000, totally fine. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything worth noting that's on them, with the exception of this was all just a ruse for me to find the thing. You would see that they have a map. The map does show the blasted plains as you understand them, and it seems that the notation on it states that they were heading to Carmarthen as well. You're pretty sure that this entourage, this group, was sent from Castle True, probably to investigate the same matter that you were looking into, and you were sent as a secondary force. It definitely looks like the bullet holes are a strange one, definitely very confusing. You'd also see that the knights bear the symbol of interlocking rings all within a larger ring, indicating that they were riding out of the bastion housing the commandery of Oron, one of the order's beachheads established on Sankara itself. Oron's bastion is on a different plateau, hundreds of miles from the blasted plains. Actually, one of the knights is missing their symbol as well. One of the dead knights has a letter, much like the letter that you kind of received from the Knight Commander stating irregularities around Hamlet of Carmarthen. Another dead knight has a separate letter, which has a different order, and it says, "Keep your eyes out for the outcast of Lythia. Rumors suggest her secret keep lies somewhere along the northern rim of the blasted plains." You know that you have a banner holder of Lythia in your group. Do you show, and they're your friend too, Clay, do you show them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Obviously, you don't know anything about the outcast of Lythia. It's not something that's been kind of something that you brought up. But now that it's kind of been put to you in this wording, you remember that the Blue Knight was a member of the Lythia Bannerhold.
Okay, cool. So he knows. So that Bannerhold is the same one that Clay is associated with, correct?
That's right.
Okay, awesome.
It's a banner for those that want to know more about the crawling deeps and the nature of the fundament storms.
Yeah, but from what I understand, this blue lady, I don't know how well you know her, but I'm pretty sure she did all this. She killed
Only
these
know
guys,
about reputation.
took all their gas. She left them for dead, and she might have even been leading all these fucking creatures that, you know, were sucking their blood and eating their brains and shit.
And it's a pretty powerful accusation there, partner.
Well, hey man, don't make two bits difference to me.
She's
As long
still
as
a knight of the order. She's got a chance to explain herself. So I say
certainly.
I'll
I'm
go
just saying
further.
you know, it ain't looking good.
Anything else that you want to add to the scene?
Does Clay take that letter from him?
Oh, sure. Sorry. What was in the letter? Was it just?
It's a letter that says that this person is on secret duty to find the outcast of Lythea and their secret key, or her secret keep, which lies somewhere on the northern rim of the Blasted Plains, which would kind of be in and around Carmarthen, and also the library, which we've been to before.
But I wouldn't know. Like, do I know if she's been like excommunicated or something, or is that
You
like
know
not
that
common knowledge?
she's no longer a part of the order, and you also remember now that she is a member of the Lythea banner holders, the commandery. So you kind of put two and two together. It seems that somebody from your order was given special orders to find the outcast of Lythea, and so it's now incumbent upon you and your oath to follow suit. You weren't specifically designated as the person in this letter, but like I think there would be kind of a vibe of like, well, this person fell and died. I should probably do what they were trying to do to make sure it gets done.
Yeah, I gotta find this here Blue Knight and figure out what's what.
Right. Just make sure she don't shoot you to shit like she did this guy over here
I
who
assume
had that letter on him.
one of you lifts your helmet up, the great helms, and just does like a like a spit. I'm sorry, the accents are I'm absolutely loving it. Okay, so you do your duty and you bury these individuals. After you're done doing so, you ride off and head towards Carmarthen. It looks like as you kind of make your way to the town, it's completely been devastated by what appears to have been a absolute horror show of an attack. You do notice too that the signs of a fundament storm are present off the coast of Carmarthen, and it's not exactly this way. This would probably be off in the horizon, but you do see the fundament storm is kind of like gathering. If it were to be overhead, that's what it would look like. But that's like off the coast.
Oh fuck!
There's just like red clouds and like red lightning just kind of cackling through it. You can see the dark forms of the Vern kind of moving through it. So that's present. The towns or the
Does
town.
they pull up?
Huh?
Sorry, I was just gonna say, is they like pull up and like Corson kind of looks out and he sees all the shapes and shit in the cloud. He does that thing again where he like lifts his helmet and he like spits, and then he like while he's like staring at the clouds, he like whips out his shotgun and like double checks it and makes sure it's loaded, like ready to rock.
Perfection. The homes look broken. There's it looks like half the buildings in the main part of town are either partially collapsed or they look like they're sending like thin trails of smoke into the air. As I mentioned, there's a storm off the coast. So just as a heads up, it is raining through here as well. It's not like a heavy rain. It is a substantial one though. There's definitely kind of the every so often, like, you know, when somebody like moves their hat or whatever, there's like the click of rain against metal as you're kind of making your way through. And then just explaining the scene a little bit more, you would see that there are dead townsfolk all throughout the space. Looks like several individuals appear to have died in what appears to have been cobra slug attacks. And you can see the monstrous remnants of the glistening cobra slugs. Looks like they have been killed by less than blessed means. So their forms did not explode and return to the creeping darkness. They kind of linger here. Oh, sorry. A few of the slugs, though, have met their end due to the blessed weapon fire, though. You would notice that a couple of them have actually kind of bursted. So it does appear that there was at least one gunslinger knight present. Any questions about the town and the environs?
Yeah, does it look like all the destruction was that caused by the creatures or the? Does it look like it was caused by like a holy weapon?
No,
Or
the destruction looks like it was caused by like a force of nature. It literally looks like a hurricane or something blew through here. or some massive creatures that you aren't familiar with or have ever seen. But yeah, it looks like a fucking horror show. It looks like there was some sort of conflict inside of the town, and there are townsfolk who are dead, and there are creatures that are dead. Most of them look like they were killed. The creatures were killed by like more mundane means than blessed weapon, whereas there are several still that look like they were killed by a blessed weapon. And Sankarans don't have blessed weapons as a rule. Only Gunslinger Knights do.
Okay. Do the wounds look like they were made by the same weapon or different kinds of weapons?
Looks like it's just the one. Yeah, that's fair to say. So there's one blessed weapon that's kind of going around doing work.
Do they look similar to the wounds we saw on the knights?
It's hard to tell. Again, the armor-piercing nature kind of left like a perfect bullet hole, whereas these have kind of like a very explosive force, but in or around the same ballpark caliber-wise.
Can we see any like survivors, like peasants or anything walking around?
You look around and no task required. Yeah, over the duration, as you kind of look around, there is nobody. It is an absolute slaughter. It looks like everyone's been routed. However, you're looking for tracks or looking for kind of any kind of situations there. Go ahead and roll me a trailblazing roll.
Well,
Difficulty is going to be, let's say with the rain, it's going to be a difficulty 4.
Sorry, you cut out on the difficulty.
4.
4, and then goes down to 3 because I'm trained in it.
Yeah. I think it automatically does that in the math, but yeah. Okay.
No.
So you
Okay.
kind of spend some time looking around, and yeah, looks like everybody's dead here. Leaving it to anybody else. Anybody have any questions about the town or anything that's present here in Camartha?
Yeah, Corson kind of has a look around and says, "Yeah, this place is pretty much like flattened, or like it's a dead town." So he's like, "Well, might as well see if the saloon's still standing. And even if it's not, there might still be some whiskey there."
Corson, you're able to find some whiskey inside of the saloon that looks like it's been kind of cleft in half. Like, so yeah, you do that. Riker, King, Gable.
Riker's gonna do like maybe like once or twice around the town on his motorcycle. Just kind of not really like looking for anybody, more or less just kind of watching our surroundings, seeing if anything changes as I'm going around town twice or 3 times.
For
That's
sure.
twice, actually.
Okay. Since you're not looking for anything specific, I'll just leave that nebulous and we'll see if we need you for a random roll. King, Gable.
I think I'll just join the ride around town, see if a second set of eyes helps.
And what about you, King? You're talking, John. You're muted.
Not because I was going to do similar, but maybe I will look for vantage points in case we get attacked here.
Go ahead and give me a navigation roll.
Sure. What difficulty?
Or difficulty for you is going to be a 3. Okay. So it's a major effect. So we'll go ahead and put that in the bag for you, I think. Or we can go ahead and spend it now. If you say spend it now, I'll give like suggestions. But you also have ideas for major effects inside of your sheet. There should be like one of the options that has those listed. I'm looking to see if I can find them. Yeah, major effect suggestion. If you're attacking somebody, the target is also stunned and loses its next turn. But you're
I'll
not
put it in the bag.
You sure? Because I can give you a really cool effect right here on the roll that you're getting.
Sure.
Okay, your call.
I don't know what you're looking at.
Okay, so you're either going to be able to stun something that you shoot later, or right now I'm going to give you a major effect that gives you something right now.
Right now.
Okay, so then as you're kind of like taking vantage points and kind of clearing around the town, off in the distance you see a very massive looking hill, and in the hill structure you can see what appears to be like a monastery fort up in the library place. But as you kind of made yourself all the way to the side there, over towards the Wailing Caves, kind of out over this way, you see what appears to be a very well hidden fortress. And just on the
Okay.
whole of it, you're pretty sure that Camarthen, this monastery fort or library, and this fortress off hidden appear to be like connected. Like there's roads in the kind of navigational space. It looks like the old dead kind of clutter of what must have been a forest around here. You can see these kind of winding paths that look like they swept through them.
Okay.
And
I guess I'd relate. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I know you don't think that that is a major effect, but it will definitely cause you to cut off a shit ton of time on your quest.
I was just saying I'll relay that onto the
Okay.
group when I get back to them.
You connect with everybody, and the library appears to be smoking, like there are people in it. So the monastery fort up on the hill.
So I'm sorry, is the town we're in right now, is that Carmarthen?
Yes.
Okay. Damn, I heard such nice places about the food.
I get you. That's totally cool. The library does appear to have signs of like people living in it.
Mm.
We go check out them their survivors, see what they know. Maybe the gunslinger knight that came through here, they might know something about that.
Uh-huh. Corson makes his way back to his bike and like stows the whiskey. Says, we'll need this later.
Well, if the missing gunslinger knight's supposed to be in oh, well, sorry, before I say this, would you tell us all the contents of the letter, or did you keep it to yourself?
I would have freely shared any information to anyone.
I assumed, but I wanted to make sure before I went ahead. Well, if the missing knight that we're supposed to be looking for is somewhere in a fortress around here, and Sir King saw a very well hidden fortress, maybe we could just go straight there.
I ain't opposed to checking it out.
That way
Wow.
we can clear out that issue. If they're there, we can solve it. Boom, then there. If they ain't, then we can go straight to the library where we can assume they are, and or where we can help the people that are there.
Okay. So as you kind of gather each other together, muster up, and then ride out. Oh, it looks like we lost. Hold on. Chad, no.
What'd I do?
Your Patreon
We lost
broke.
you on Zoom.
Or your Zoom broke. Don't even know words. I can fill it if you don't want to jump on there.
Yeah, hold on. It might just take me a minute.
Okay, I'll wait. It's going to be messed up for a second, folks watching, but that's fine. If you make your way up to the library, as you're heading that way, with your super great roll that you got, King, you're able to kind of notice, too, that it looks like there's trails of what appear to be cobra slugs. Cobra slugs all along the way. And you understand
Towards the library.
like it looks like there's pathing like heading towards the library. Yeah, and when you get to like the low point of the library, you'd see that there are signs of them kind of like all along the hill and also on the monastery's exterior. So let me show you a picture of the Library of Camarthen. Beautiful, gorgeous. Looks like there's battlements kind of outside, defensive posturing, etc. So like see that kind of like forward-facing sidewall there? then on the lower level, there's like a slug trying to climb its way up that way. And then all along the kind of hillside, there's a bunch of them kind of moving up the non-road structures. Like if you wanted to, you could ride past them. You're pretty sure you could outpace them. But if you want to kind of take some pot shots on the way too, you could do that as well.
Sorry, the creatures that are going up, are they the slugs or are they something else?
Yeah, they're cobra slugs. Hold on, I'll show you another picture. Or you've seen the picture before, yeah.
But yeah, let's have a good fashion drive-by.
Yeah, pow pow. Okay. So if you want to take a single shot as you're riding, just go ahead, go for it. And
Oh, actually, I've got the wheel and gun, so
yeah,
I
you
can
can
run
slam
one
into
down
one and then shoot the other one. Yeah. Just everybody throw an attack who wants to attack. You guys are riding through.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulties 2. They're not moving fast.
Yeah, my gun's two-handed. I won't be able to ride and shoot.
Yeah, you can.
I'll let you guys. What, really? We want
Yeah.
a two-hander?
Mm-hmm.
Steer with my,
And I
steer
got a
with my
minor
knees?
effect.
With my knees?
Crafted steed. The practiced in the steed.
Hey,
Whatever
another crit.
the perk is called.
Hey,
Okay. So
both a minor and a major effect.
hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay.
That's my gun attack. I don't know how to do an attack with my.
Under attacks, there should be one that looks like a dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying a attack with my vehicle.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Just make a speed roll. Difficulties also 2.
Cool.
Okay, so those so far have all hit, right? Okay.
Yeah. With one major and one minor effect.
I see you.
They're all dead.
There's a total of 13 of them, so I got an idea of how this is going to work out. I just need to see that bike roll.
Why that, but
Okay.
I succeed on my first speed roll.
Robot cowboy.
Robot Cowboy Knight.
Robot Cowboy,
Cowboy
Knight.
Knight Gunslinger.
Nope.
Thank you. Sorry. There's a lot. There's a
All
lot.
the titles.
There's a lot
Whatever your
going
titles
on.
get, all
It
the titles.
Fucking rocks. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and ignore the first one because, and the second one. I'm just gonna take the last one. The last one's the one I'm taking because I want to. Okay, so this is what happens. You guys are right now. Yeah, boom, 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 shooting. The long rifle from Clay hits one of them on the fucking the wall. And Clay, you got one of the crits, right? Or was that? No, that wasn't.
Nope. Mine was
So
right
That's me.
you hit one, boom, and then you see Big Heavy Pistol. He shoots it, hits that second slug, right? And causes the bullet to bounce off of the fucking rock and hit the third one that was kind of at the lower point of the rock, killing 2 with 1. But then also, like, the bodies fall and kill more. So, like, 5 of them are dead just off of, like, mostly John shooting. Thorson kind of shoots a guy and then rams into a guy. And when he rams into a guy, just starts piling them up on his bike, the big-ass behemoth of a thing, and just rolling through them. And everybody else is just cleaning up as you're kind of passing through. And it's this big, loud affair of just bam, 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 bam. And you guys are going straight up to the door. And as you're kind of making your way that way, you can see people in like the windows kind of looking down at you. And they start to open the doors for you as you ride up. You completely clear all 13 of them without issue.
That was beautiful.
Okay. Well, the people who kind of bring you in, they're like, well, that's one hell of a way to make an entrance. Oh, the Gunslinger Knights are here, and everyone's cheering. The Gunslinger Knights are here. And eventually, an old, curmudgeonly-looking guy kind of walks out. Looks like he's wearing kind of gray robes, which are similar to some of the attendants of the Gunslinger Knights in Castle True. And he walks over to you, and he's kind of got like chains around his neck and around his wrists. Not like shackles, just like kind of more like bling, like gold chains and stuff around his neck. Like he looks very kind of strange in his burlap sack like monk's robe, but then like you know what's his name? Flava Flav style kind of accoutrements. But he comes out and he's very curmudgeonly and very solemn looking, and he says, "Gunslinger Knights, Gunslinger Knight, you're here. I'm Librarian Harith. Welcome to the library of Carmarthen. You look familiar there." And points to Clay. "You've been here before."
Yes, sir, old timer. You let me peruse your books on the Veen and the like last time.
"Gained an accent. Since last I heard your voice, you sounded more rough and tumble and gritty than cowpoke. But I enjoy it nonetheless. So, I'm glad that you were able to make it here. As you can see, Carmarthen has fallen. The residents of the town that survived and were not killed by the cobra slugs were able to make it up the hill, and we've kept them here safe as best we can. But unfortunately, we have some weaponry, but nothing as powerful as the blessed weapons of the Gunslinger Knights. And unfortunately, you killed all those critters outside. I appreciate you." Muted, Chad. You're muted, Chad. I didn't hear any of that.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, Corson's just like in the background this whole time. He's just got like a big fucking rag in his hand. And he's just like wiping all the guts off the front of his bike.
For sure. And I think one of you guys is actually like super. Your banner is specific about that. I don't know if it was you, Corson, or not, but like cleaning your bike and making sure it's tidy are like super important. I don't remember which one, but anyway, the librarian will say to the group, "I sent out the request. I didn't know that it would come from. You're not local members of the Gunslinger Knight Order here on Sakara, are you?"
No.
"Oh, you came from Castle True?
Yes, we did.
Suppose that you know about the Blue Knight, then."
I was about to ask.
"Yes. Well, I didn't know if any knights would respond. There haven't been storms in the area of late. The one off the coast hasn't made landfall and has remained out there for so long. Unfortunately, I don't think the Gunslinger Knights of the Commandery of Oron were willing to go out there, but they never came anyway. They were supposed to be here a few days ago. No, 6 days ago. 3 days before the first attack, the Blue Knight appeared. She fought off cobra slugs all by herself, and she warned that more creatures of the crawling deeps were in the area, and by her authority she initiated Carmarthen's evacuation to the library, which is why most townsfolk survived. They never... I don't think anyone learned Blue Knight's real name, nor what bastion she hailed from, or if she came from Castle True. But, look, I'm surprised you don't know her. She was the vanguard of her team, and she was badass. Really fucking did those sluggies in. Like, no fucks were given that day. She just fucking owned them. It was baller. And we haven't seen her since she gave that order, and we rushed in. Everybody rushed up here. Now that I think about it, though, why didn't she ride out to meet you? Or why isn't she with you?
Good questions. Some we hope we will get the answer from.
Well,
We
we offered her lodging. We'll offer you the same. You can stay for as long as you need to.
we have reason to believe that she may have betrayed her team. We found them dead with bullet holes from a blessed weapon.
Other knights? Do you mean the ones from Oran? Oh,
Not sure where they're from. When the Blue Knight was here staying with y'all, did she seem peculiar in any sort of way, or is she pretty cool? No, she's badass, but was she like cool, like chill?
well, I will say for my old eyes she was sexy as hell, but other than that, I think that she was very confident and sure of herself. She was a real hard ass. I didn't really talk to her much, uh, other than doing what she told me to do and saying, yes, ma'am. You're welcome to move your crafted steeds into the garage. The library's garage is only for the knights. Sometimes a garrison will remain here and keep eye on the storm, but they haven't done that in some time. Months, I think. The background noise from you, I think, Brent. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Corson, he's like, thanks, and then like immediately starts wheeling his steed in there.
Okay. So inside you'd see there's parts and
Yeah.
tools, definitely some like stuff for cleaning and such. If you kind of like peek around the garage, you can see that there are telltale signs that there are grease marks, canisters of fresh fuel, and the like that have been kind of expended here. Extra case of shells just kind of out on the table, 1,000 rounds, shotgun rounds. Seems like there were knights here. Quite a few. If anybody's looking for anything in particular, you can go ahead and make a perception roll.
I got an idea. How about some like dragon's breath rounds for my shotgun?
Nothing crazy like that. No, yeah, just shotguns, shells. I mean, for flavor, totally fine. Yeah, they shoot fire. It's fine. I don't think.
I
there's
guess
any...
it is like a magic shotgun. It can do
Yeah.
pretty much whatever I want it to.
Fuck yeah! It's shooting goddamn. Yeah, hell yeah.
So, are we staying the night here, fellas, or are we gonna go check out that hidden castle we know where it's at?
Well, I still got gas in the tank.
Could also gas up here.
Yeah, we can gas up, go there, and then come back, assuming we survive.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. We already know where we're gonna stay for the night. Doesn't mean we need to call it a day.
Yeah, noon is twice a day.
Is it what time of day is it? Do we have any idea?
It's close to night.
Yeah, but just the idea of riding into the night feels. It's like the visual is incredible.
I like it.
Yeah, we got headlights on these things.
So you're doing some cleanup though in the garage and stuff, right? And you're probably not going to take him up on his offer to kind of rest up. You didn't take much damage in the first fight, and you didn't take any damage in the second fight. Just fucking murdered him as you drove through. Yeah. Let's go ahead and say, as you're kind of gearing up and getting ready to, like, you're packing up what you can, getting some food in you, and getting ready to leave, the librarian will go up to Clay, specifically, and say, I'm, understanding that you're getting ready to leave with haste. I apologize, but, I have something I need to show you. It's very important. If you would be so kind as to follow me into the library's vault.
Just me, or should I get up? I'll get these boys moving.
You seem to be the only one I know, but I don't remember you too much. If you want to bring them along with you, it's fine. I won't bar you. It is a long descent down into the vault, though.
Hey, guys, come on. This guy's going to show us a secret vault. It's probably
You want-
really cool.
He wants to show us his Warhammer army.
All right. Do you walk with him into the space, or are you guys like following him on your bikes?
King rides
bike.
his moto bike over.
Hell yeah.
Ride our bikes down the stairs.
So you come to a point, and he's like, "Well, I guess I can't say no." And you're riding your bikes into his fucking library, just driving around smoothly. And then he comes to this big door, and there's like this long library descent, and you just ride down the steps. And I assume that like the image in the visual I want to kind of present, like you can see the staircase, and it's completely pitch black. But then there's like the light of the lead motorcycle kind of just blurring through as all the other ones are kind of coming down, and the mono wheel's top tires kind of hitting a little bit against the top of the ceiling. So he has to kind of tilt it to the side and like lean it so it goes nice and smooth down the way. But eventually you come to the bottom, and there's this like reliquary. For those who are not familiar with the term reliquary, it's kind of like a place where holy relics are kind of stored. And you would see that there appears to be what looks at first like some sort of like place where someone would be laid to rest in state, but you can see that the red kind of silk bottom of this space appears to have an indentation that's sword shaped. And
Sick.
you would see that it's very ornate, like very old. Like this is Sankaran, like before Sankara fell, kind of old stuff. And he says, This is a space where we secretly acted as stewards for something called the Earth Sword, one of the great artifacts of Sankara. It's been kept here since long before coming of Fundament Storms, or even the Gunslinger Knights came from Castle True. It's been here since right after the Fracturing War. Both it and two lore keepers who studied the ancient functions of the great artifact disappeared during the siege. They were Varian and Endrian. It doesn't appear that there was any sign of foul play. No blood or death or gore. Just the lore keepers and the great artifact disappeared. I don't know where these two have run off to, or what their plans or thoughts are with the item, but if this object falls into the hands of the crawling deeps, who knows what could happen? The sword, it can reshape the earth. It can create bridges between the fractured lands. And I believe if someone were able to unearth its deepest powers, it could either carve new lands up or collapse them all. It's insanely OP. Go ahead.
This is one of them nuclear threat level ciphers.
It's not even a Cypher, yeah. This is in the artifacts tier, which is even stronger than Cypher.
Oh, jeez.
You must find the lore keepers. And when you do, well, bring them back or find the sword. It must be returned here. Do you search the vault? Do you wish to go and search anywhere inside of the space? What's your next plan of attack?
I definitely think we should search the vault.
Okay. Then go ahead and give me a intellect roll. If you have something for like tracking or anything like that, you can go ahead and roll that instead. Difficulty is going to be 2. Okay. So you would see that there are tire tracks in the vault, similar to your own tire tracks present, but you would recognize one faint set of tire tracks that appears to be different. And it appears to have come in from a different entrance, one that kind of leads out to like a pathway that exits out of the base of the mountain or hill structure. The tire tracks are familiar. You remember someone calling out similar tracks over at the campsite where the Oran Knights were killed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll mention you guys. Looks like whoever killed them other knights, we're assuming the Blue Knight might have been the one to take the sword.
We need to go for.
Nope.
Yeah.
Try again.
Chad,
What
Chad,
he said.
Chad, hold
what
on,
he
hold on,
said.
hold on, Chad. Do me a favor. Can you go ahead and drop out a Zoom for me real quick? I want to check something because I think you have the same problem that Zach was having. Not Zach F, but go ahead and pop out of there, cowpoke. All right, say something.
Hello?
Perfection. Okay, you're gonna be off video for the rest of the night. I'm sorry, buddy. Zoom is messing with your Discord.
Well, that's nice.
Or don't look at me.
Or not.
I'm literally not. I can't.
Okay. All right.
Let's go get her.
All right. So if you want to head through that passageway that she apparently left through, you can go and check that way. Or if there's anywhere else you want to check.
Yeah, I say let's go check out that way. Or at least Corson's gonna go check out that way.
All right. So if you go out and check that way, you would see that it leads off towards the Wailing Caves, which is the kind of area where it was kind of north of the trade path location where they got hit, but also with the assistance of King, your wayfarer, you know that there's a fort over there, some sort of like fortification over there that you know exactly how to get to. You can't see it from here, but you know, like looking at the rocky structures, you're like, ah.
Like that path goes off in the same direction that fort is in.
That's right.
Yep. So Corson says, yeah, I think this might be a quicker, easier road to get over there.
Okay. Do you want to head out now? Or is there anything else you want to do?
Corson's in front of like the tunnel entrance, just whipping sick donuts.
Yep. Love it. Big meaty donuts with that heavy steed. Hell yeah. Anybody else? If not, I'm going to move us along. Okay. So you guys get onto your steeds and you ride out. You kind of rode through the fucking whole of the interior of that monastery, not giving a shit. And you've got some food and stuff in your bags and you're just heading out. You ride. Now, because of that major effect on a navigation roll, you are literally skipping an entire section of the story. There's a whole bit of trying to find the thing in the Wailing Caves. Nah, fuck that. You found it. There is a mysterious keep. You can see that a handful of smokeless bonfires burning on high pillars illuminate a kind of cavern structure. Very Petra-esque. It's kind of like set inside of like the cavern structures. And you make your way over to it. The keep shouldn't be here. It shouldn't exist. There's no order or individual knight outposts supposedly existing on the Blasted Plains, especially this far northeast. You would see that there's a circular relief sculpture. The sculpture appears freshly chiseled from the older stone. It's kind of like protruding outwards. It's almost like an angelic kind of figure, but like a gunslinger knight. It seems to be holding something, kind of it almost looks like a planet, And this portion of the sculpture's features are unfamiliar to you. The land masses are separated by wide bodies of water. It's meant to depict a world that's definitely not Sankara or the world that Castle True River resides on. Okay. So, on the exterior, there are 5 human guards who are kind of holding their position there. There's a crenellated roof. 3 of the 5 guards are kind of stationed up on the high roof, looking like they're ready to kind of kick people off or shoot down at people if they spot them. You have not been spotted yet. There are 2 guards at the door, and they have items called storm lures. Effectively, they are creature detonations that instantly summon a creature of the crawling deeps when you would know that they basically are ready to summon a random or potentially known creature with their storm lure. So that that's automatically as they get shot in my book. You do not know where the Blue Knight is based on the exterior. You do see that there are crafted steeds outside. Looks like the 2 guards have crafted steeds. And you would have noticed, too, that the steeds that were... I didn't mention this at the beginning. I kind of ruined everything. But that at the trade path location, the camp, there were a couple of crafted steeds that were missing. Like, there were more knights than there were motorcycles.
Oh, she's not alone. Fuck.
Right. Okay, so again, you can decide to kind of like walk in, own the place, like cordially trying to get welcome into this location. You're kind of taking them off guard because they're not expecting anybody here. And so you can just ride up on them and shoot them all to death. Your call.
We approached from underground, correct?
No, you're kind of coming down into there. They're kind of like the castle. Have you ever seen Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade?
Yeah.
So that like fortification that's kind of set in the structure where the end happens, that's known as Petra. So that's kind of like what I was trying to describe there. It's like a castle that's been kind of cleft into the stone, and it's kind of set back inside of like a little bit of a cavern.
I got you.
Judging by the fact that they stole crafted steeds and have the storm items, I think we just go in guns blazing.
Okay, so against these 5 guards on the outside, you're more than welcome to just roll it like you did with the slugs and just bam, 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 and shoot your way through if you want to.
Are any of them on ground level?
2 of them are, yeah, and there's 2 of you with shotguns. It's almost like this is perfectly sculpted for you guys to murder things.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to run one of the ones on the ground down with my bike and try one of the ones up on the parapet.
Okay.
I'm just riding up with the shotgun at the other one on the ground.
Okay, so Riker and Corson, dead on, straight to the 2 guards at the middle. What about the 3 guards up top?
Furious roar of him like revving his bike as he goes ramming in there.
What about
I'll
the
just plink one of the ones up top since I have a longer range gun.
Okay, and Gable? It looks like...
me too.
Yeah, King's taking a shot. Yeah. Okay.
And I'll just do the same.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was the difficulty on these?
Difficulty's 3.
It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to spend some more effort.
For damage? Or for...
for my roll.
Yeah, smart move. Okay, so it doesn't look like any of you missed. And then I'm going to assume with the shotgunners, you're also running into them with your bikes, right? Don't worry about rolling those. It's totally fine. So, boom, boom, bam, bam, shooting up in the air. You guys very cleanly kill these guards, these nobodies, who look like they were kind of dressed for success and trying to look fashionably like knights, but were definitely not capable enough to dodge or anything. Losers, really. They dropped their storm lures to the ground. They didn't have a chance to summon their creeping darkness allies. Cowards. And you murder them out in front of the door, and you are able to open the very large door and make your way into the keep structure.
Before we go in,
take one of those storm lore things.
You do not want to do that.
Oh, okay.
I think that Riker would immediately, as you kind of go for it, would be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Do I need to reload my shotgun?
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't understand that was a faux pas.
if you want to put that down there, no, even I wouldn't mess with that.
It summons creeping darkness creatures. Yeah.
Before we actually travel through, I'm gonna take one of my lavender branch sticks, and I'm just gonna says I can attach it to a door frame.
Mhm.
So I'll attach it to the outside of this door frame.
Okay. Roll a d6. I believe it has a d6 for a level. You gotta be able to just click it and activate it. I don't know how that works in this character sheet.
Oh, dice.
Yep.
Button for this, so I just will manually roll it.
Okay. So the lavender door is a wildcraft cipher. It's 2 sapling branches tied together with dried lavender. He's breaking the lavender apart, setting one of them onto the door frame here, and maintaining the other one. So what that means is at a future point, the user can snap the branch that he's currently holding to immediately travel to the first branch, as long as it hasn't been moved. The user can take an additional number of travelers and their steeds, if any, equal to the level, which is everybody. Everybody can be taken out town portal style to the goddamn door of the keep. That's just raw as hell.
If shit gets real bad, we have an exit strategy.
GTFO, exactly right. Anybody else have anything that they want to plug and play as far as ciphers go? Because it does seem like this is it. This is what we're doing. What we came here to do.
I'll wait till the actual fighting starts before I activate my.
Yeah, yours is kind of spot on. Yeah, in the move. But does anybody have any prep stuff that they want to load up?
I just have a question. So one of my skills is weapon repair.
Yeah.
I assume that's not needed at the moment because our
No.
guns haven't been messed up.
You haven't rolled any ones.
Perfect.
Not on attack rolls anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody else does anything at all, right?
Reading.
All right.
I'm good.
You walk into the keep. It looks like there's a couple of different subsections and spaces, but you can see that most of the light seems to be coming from what appears to be the back end of the keep inner structure. And it looks as though, cleft out of the stone, it is a monastery or cathedral or chapel-like space. The other spaces appear to be very much in line with what you'd expect to see in a fort, but this building stands out. And it looks like there is broken doors and a lot of activity in the space. You enter in to this well-kept looking keep. It does look as though a massacre has occurred here, possibly in the last month or so. Blood stains the ground. Looks like it is well enough dried. And it looks as though it has kind of stained this beautiful kind of old style tapestry or kind of a mosaic on the ground that seems to depict Sankara prior to its destruction. Perhaps once this place that you stand on was high above ground level in a mountainous structure, and you can see the forts and the town as they may have been prior to the fall. At the what appears to be a dais structure with a ton of different books for acknowledgement and for reading, holy tomes and the like, stands a woman next to her steed. She also drove in here. You can see that there's blood tires on the ground. She probably drove in here the first time she came in here too. But she stands there near her steed. The steed in question appears to have massive blades on the front, and in her hand she is holding a very ornate-looking old Sankaran sword. She also has a regular broadsword on her back. Her steed appears to have the head of one of the statues here positioned on the front of it, like it has been grafted onto it, and the telltale signs of the creeping darkness can be seen kind of oozing around the front of her bike. She looks over at you, seeing you, and she says, "They finally sent someone. Interesting. You come from Castle True?"
You're goddamn right.
Be welcome, fellow knights. Please. She'll take off her helmet, revealing her bright red hair, and set it on the blood-covered, it looks like sacrament bowl, kind of in the center of the dais space.
The letter we found earlier just said to find her, right? It didn't say like bring her back or anything. It just said find her, find the outcast knight.
I'll give you the reading exactly that I had. Hold on. Boo, 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 boo. I will try to give you the reading exactly. And then I'll say boo, 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 boo to distract you temporally. It said, "Keep your eyes out for the outcast of Lythea. Rumor suggests her secret keep lies somewhere along the northern rim of the blasted plains." So yeah, to keep your eyes out, to be wary of her.
All right. Stay wary, fellas. Can't trust her.
It didn't really prescribe a course of action, but based on what you know now, she does appear to have stolen the sword that was sitting in the reliquary underneath the library, and she does appear to have killed a lot of innocent people, at least at some point in her past, in this room.
Whisper to Clay, "Why don't you head up them stairs back there, see if you can get a shot with that rifle. We'll head forward."
Kind of raises her hand. "Whoa! Please. I am Sir Malashan. Others call me the Blue Knight. I was once part of the commandery of Lithia, but departed the Bastion over a decade ago to pursue a much better path."
Mind telling us about that path?
Have you ever wondered why we of the Order give our lives, our loved ones' lives, our children's lives, for these strangers on Sankara? They had a world and destroyed it themselves. Meanwhile, our homeland was lost to chaos, simply because we raised our guns to help others. I say no more. With the relic I've secured, we can fashion a new home, a whole new world for the Gunslinger Knights, for us and for our children. And she motions to the sculptures in here, and you can see the one behind her has that same kind of world kind of underneath its hands. Are you with me, or are you against me?
You would ask us to abandon all the innocent people left on the worlds to go and hide on some rock.
No, no, no. I am not asking you to hide. We strike out from Castle True, surrounded by sand and death, to seek and help others who have already done away with what they had and what they owned. And for what? We don't take any patronage from them. Our order does its best to recover the relics of Sankara's past, she says as she kind of looks over the Earth Sword. we are told not to use their powers. And for why? The sword has remained inside of that monastery library. Ages. If the creeping darkness or other horrors knew of its existence, they would easily have been able to claim it from that location. Me and 5 other writers were able to do so, and I assume, based on your hostilities, you've already dealt with them.
Do not call them writers. They did not deserve the title.
You are still bound.
And there is a reason these relics are the only things surviving from those ages past. Somebody probably used them back then, and the cost is what we see now.
But we would have hands guided by wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I wish to protect the innocents. I wish to protect the innocents from the creeping darkness, but I have to use every tool available to me to ensure that this world doesn't remain this way. And most importantly, that our world doesn't remain the way it is. And she kind of throws the sword off to the side, kind of holding it out like wing stance style. And you would see that it starts to kind of glow and then becomes very crystalline. It kind of looks like this when she does the cool thing.
Oh fuck.
Except it doesn't like temporally shatter around her. It's just glowing and is kind of like insane.
Oh god.
So I ask again, Gunslinger Knights. We can reshape the world, any world, so that we can have a stronger, more reliable world to keep the innocent safe in. We have that power now. But if you stand against me, you will not be able to join my armies. Help protect these people and move them to a world worth living in. So, I ask again. Are you with me? Or are you against me?
I don't know how my brothers in arms feel, but I don't like no one person having that kind of power. And he cocks the gun.
One?
I saw the bullet holes you left in your brothers and sisters on the trade path. Ain't no trust in you.
And I'll spin my, what's it called? A dehydrating cylinder onto my rifle
Okay.
in preparation.
I love it so far. Keep on going.
Fuck this bitch.
Like, oh,
Fuck this bitch from the wheelie. I hate her. Fuck her face. I kill her. She's stupid. Oh my god. No, I love it though. Sorry, keep going. There was other people doing cool stuff. I think John just said "fuck her" or "I don't like her" or something. But can we get more on that, John?
Oh, I said fuck this bitch.
Fuck
That's
this
it.
bitch.
And then he starts.
Revving it.
Simple, straight to the point.
Yeah.
Okay. What did Corson do?
Initiative. He was just gonna rev his bike and say, "When you're gone, I'm gonna turn that bike of yours into spare parts."
Okay. So, anybody else have any cool things to say before we get started?
Riker would tip his hat and say, "You served well, but you have insulted the order way too many times." And then we'll also rev his bike.
Okay. So you roll initiative. Yeah. We're looking for 4s on this initiative roll.
I swear to God, if
What stat does that use? Speed?
Correct. It should be a skill on the left.
All right, let's try this again. Difficulty 4. Effort is 1.
fuck. Wait a minute.
Damn. I rolled a 6. That beats a 4.
No. Difficulty is not the number 4. It is tier 4. 4 times 3 is 12. The number you were wanting to beat was 12. Whenever I say difficulty number, just multiply in your head that number by 3, and that's the TN. Okay, so how many succeeders do we have?
It didn't.
Oh, what? I forgot.
Oh,
Weird.
okay.
It
So
didn't take my initiative roll down by a step, but okay.
yeah, it says it beats difficulty 1. So you needed to beat it. The TN was 3. Yeah, it did drop it down by 1.
Oh, did
Sorry, difficulty 4, TN 12. You rolled a total of 5, so you did not beat a 9, which is what you would have needed. The point is you failed. So success. Riker, Corson, and Clay.
That's it. No, wait. Yeah.
You 3 go first, and hold on a second here. A little bit more synthwave. This might seem familiar. Take your turn.
Okay. Hey, she's still not on her bike, right?
She's standing next to it. She'll be on it in a second. Again, it's...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I did pass initiative. Sweet.
Can I try to stop her from getting on her bike?
I mean, I suppose you can. How do you want to do that?
I would like to try to ride my bike up to like and kind of do like a slide with my bike into her bike to try to knock it away from her a little bit and put myself in between her and her bike.
Okay, love it. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be a difficulty 7 to do so.
Okay, and it would be a speed roll.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, just so you folks are aware, difficulty 7 is a target number of 21. So the only reason that Riker would be able to hit this is if Riker engages in shenanigans or has shenanigans to engage in.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it's I can do it's 3 points for 1 effort, right?
That's right.
Okay, and we can only do that once.
Because we're tier 1. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Let me check and double check one of these things. Okay, that's all I have. So let's just see if I can roll good enough.
Okay, cool. Oh, you also have, it's trained, so it's going to be 1 tier lower. So it's actually going to be target number 15, but you rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4.
So you rush forward towards her, and you see her kind of looking at you as you're doing so. And as you're kind of riding to just, like, hit her bike, you see her put the sword, like, pommel down, and the blade kind of up behind her. And when she does so, it kind of cackles with that kind of white energy. And when that happens, you can see that the ground rises underneath her and drops below the bike. And you go on this weird, like, past it, slamming into these reliquaries behind it and kind of, like, turning around on the bike. Probably, like... No, hold on. Probably, like, riding on the wall here and then, like, landing to, like, evade smashing into shit. And you see her, like, when that happens, it kind of, like, the earth puts her on the bike. And she's seated on it as she kind of, like... takes her place, sword still held kind of awkwardly into the side. Okay. Successors.
I guess I'll try to like follow up behind him, and after she gets on the bike, Corson's gonna try to ram into her.
Okay.
Now, if I wanted to ram into her, shoot her, and activate my armor, can I do that, or do I not have enough?
Activating the armor is an action.
Okay, so it doesn't specify.
It should
anything
say
about
action at the top there. Right?
It just says flip a toggle on the belt.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah, ciphers are action-based, though.
Oh, okay.
Unless it specifically states in it is like a part of another action. Yeah, it's an action to do it.
Oh, okay. And that other one takes like I think a minute to do.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
no thank. Okay, so between So I guess like what ramming her with my bike would be an action.
Yep, and then
So-
because you have wheel and steel, I think it's called, you can do both at the same time.
I got you. Yeah, that's what okay. I guess that's what I'll do. And I can automatically succeed at one of them. So I'm going to start by ramming into her. I definitely
Okay.
want to succeed at that. I don't want to give her the opportunity to do
Yeah,
that. So I'm going to use one
I
of
think
my
that makes a lot
abilities
of sense. And then to shoot her in the state that she's in when you hit her, I'm going to say it's going to be a difficulty 7 as well. So
Sorry, is that?
the ram hits, damage is taken, and you can see her kind of like when she gets hit by the ram, it seems she doesn't take as much damage because she is in armor, full plate.
So I just want to. It says as long as the task difficulty is 6 or lower.
Yeah, so we're at difficulty 7 for this. So.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about ramming her.
Oh,
That's difficulty.
sorry. Yeah, it would be too high for this effect.
Is there
Unfortunately.
something I can do to reduce the
No, because the
difficulty?
difficulty is a static number. You're just easing it or making it better. So yeah, no, unfortunately, no.
Okay. Well, I guess I can't use that on any of those. So scratch that. Let's just do it the good old-fashioned way. Speed is the ramming.
However, I'm going to pause for a second because I'm the GM. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to say that I'm going to allow this for the ram. Do you want it?
What, to automatically ram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So based on the reading, you also suffer a GM intrusion as if you'd rolled a 1. So I'm going to go ahead and say it this way. You slam into her, and because the bike was still kind of grounded on the earth, it's like hitting a goddamn wall. It smashes her, but the bike is not shifting. So my GM intrusion is, go ahead and take your shot with the shotgun, and then I'll explain what happens next.
Okay. Well, here goes. What's the difficulty 7 on the shotgun as well?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a might.
Yeah, because you're immediate shotting. And the
Okay,
difficulty
cool.
7, yep.
Yep, so I'll go ahead and
Throw it.
can I put more than one effort in there?
One effort only, because you're level 1.
Okay, so I'll spend another 2 points from my pool to do another +1 to my effort. Fuck it, can I do another 2 points for damage?
I think you can only spend on an attack either one or the other way. But for shits and
Okay.
giggles, let's see if it hits. And then I can say we can retroactively consider that.
Okay.
Okay. So you slam into her, okay? And what you're watching as you're kind of rolling on the wall, Riker, is the bike slams into the Blue Knight and fucking Corson, a heavy-ass dude and a heavy-ass bike. Her bike is not as heavy. Stop. And he keeps going. The momentum remains on him. He is flying at your bike. You have 2
Oh, shit.
options. You can try to catch him, or you can try to avoid him. Your only 2 options. Otherwise, things are happening.
Try to catch him.
Okay, speed roll.
God.
Oh no, might roll, might roll.
Might roll. Okay. Difficulty
Difficulty going to be 4 for this one.
4. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do an effort.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you kind of grab a hold of his arm, like as he's flying at you, and he's kind of like, you know, oh, shotgun on the other hand. It grabs a hold of your hand, yank, you pull him away. You're going to take 2 damage to your mic pool, Chad, and then you kind of get pulled around and are here. Your steed kind of remains against the side of it. It looks a little damaged. There's like smoke coming out of it, but it totally looks fucking rideable.
Real quick, taking damage, if I have edge, does that reduce the
No.
damage?
Only on costs.
Okay, yeah. Shit. So I forgot my pool also takes damage, and I've just been spending my might pool like fucking
No.
crazy.
Totally smart. Totally cool to do. Not even a problem. Had you rested, you could have gotten that back. How much might were you down before this fight?
I was only down like 4 points, I think.
Roll a d6, add 1. Because your first rest is an action. You could have taken a breather after murdering the guards. Same for everybody.
A d6 plus 1.
Yep, for a recovery. Get 3 back.
Sweet. Hell yeah. Hold
Did
on,
anybody
I
else
gotta
have
check.
damage on their stuff before this?
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Now, is that only one pool or all of them?
It's recoveries to all pools, or to one pool, or split amongst other pools. It's 3 total across the.
I got
pools.
you. I'll just take it and add it to my might.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
There's only one other succeeder on this initiative, and that was fucking King, right?
Clay?
No, Gable.
Gable. No, I think it was Clay.
Clay. Was it Clay?
Yeah,
Steve, you're
I
up.
failed.
All right. Clay's gonna ride a motorcycle up some stairs.
Okay.
He's gonna kind of lodge the front wheel kind of up on the railing,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna step up one like foreleg on the handlebars, and then the other one planted on the seat. Then he'll shoulder the rifle and kind of plunging fire. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Just because of high ground, I'm gonna go ahead and ease it by 1 just for free. So difficulty 6.
Got it.
6. So that's how advantage works.
Yeah, just possible situations. I can lower the difficulty at my pleasure, depending on how you're doing it. Similar to like with the shrouds, right? Like when you were fighting the shrouds, it was difficulty 3 to hit them,
Oh,
but because they're big, fucking wide, goddamn carpets, shooting them's easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Boom. Smashes into like the reliquary that almost got taken out by Corson.
I will
Okay.
say for flavor, I'd say it hit one of the splatters of blood, and where it hit, the blood would have just like evaporated into nothing from the dehydrator.
Love it. Okay, so she is going to act before the failures. So she is going to. I'm assuming Corson is kind of put to his feet. Is that fair to say? Riker, you didn't keep him on the bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
My thanks, Riker.
Gotcha, buddy.
Oh, so who the fuck is this guy? What is he doing here? Let's delete that token.
Oh.
Jeez.
Okay, it wouldn't affect anything now, but do remember we get a +1 since we're both attacking her, Corson.
Okay. So she kind of on the bike kind of revs it and pulls forward, but it's kind of like this slow kind of like aura farming kind of like candor as she's like riding. And as she does, she spins the sword up over her head. It glows bright white. She says, "Kneel!" And then when she says that, I need everybody to go ahead and make me a speed roll as you attempt to evade what she's doing. Difficulty 5 on this.
Even us back at the start.
Everybody who's on concrete or stone. So not Clay, because he's up on a wooden area.
And
Difficulty what?
question.
Difficulty 5. Shoot your question.
I have a thing called bold. Would this affect on there?
It's not
Or no?
mind affecting. She's definitely trying to grab you with something.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, I assume Riker's mind was like, hell no. And then you feel the concrete and like the earth kind of grab your legs and force you into a kneel. And you're kind of like, oh.
I got a 1.
Okay. Yeah, GM intrusion. Love that. Okay. Okay. So, Gable, you feel like rock kind of grab your legs and pull you down and kind of force you to kneel. It's kind of like gripping at your armor. Riker, the same for you. Because there's an intrusion, I'm going to, even though the rules say this, I'm going to elect to avoid them because of the intrusion. The wall near you, like the books fly out from the side, Clay, and like the rock kind of grasp at you in that way. So go ahead and make a speed roll as well.
Sorry, speed.
Yeah.
You said difficulty 5.
Difficulty 5. Okay, so a bunch of rocks kind of grasp you on the side. It's difficulty 3, might check as a task action to break free of that shit. If you are grappled in this way, you cannot move, but you can still do everything else. And it's your bikes as well are kind of locked in. You can spin your tires all you like, but yeah, you're forcing the rocks out. Your might check is through your bike check. Okay. That's what she does on her turn. And as she's kind of like slowly kind of coming down the steps, she's kind of looking up at specifically Clay, almost as she's identified you as a member of the Lithian Order. Okay. Failures. This would be Zach and John. Everyone wants to go first.
I'll go, I guess. I kind of had a silly idea
Let's hear it.
where he would rev his mono wheel, and then fucking vroom,
Okay.
and then he would. I pictured the mono wheel having some sort of shock system
Oh yeah.
where he can like bunny hop.
Hell yeah.
So he'd bunny hop off this, bunny hop off that, and then hit her right in the face
Oh,
with the
hell
wheel.
yes. Hell yes. Okay, so go ahead and give me, this is going to be difficulty 7. You're going to give me a speed roll, but it's trained because it's bike related.
So roll a 7 difficulty.
Yeah. And no, it'll be 6 difficulty because you got the -1 for...
Okay.
And if you want to spend effort,
This
you
is
can
not
do
going
so.
to go well. I'm gonna. That's funny.
Okay, so if you're spending effort, then it's going to be eased by 1 more, and you're going to remove
Oh shit. Well,
3 from... Yeah, well, you don't have to. You didn't do it in the math, so that's fine. You totally just did it and got it. Okay, so you slam into her, and your bike size was what?
I think I picked medium. I don't remember.
Medium sounds right. So 6
Uh,
damage.
Directly applied to face.
As mentioned before, she is wearing heavy armor, but as you kind of bounce off of those things and kind of slam into her upper portion, she kind of falters back on the bike. You can see that there are kind of grappling things on her legs that are kind of holding her to it, and she kind of spins around on you, and you see her drawing her kind of short rifle. You're up, Gable.
Yeah, buddy.
I flip her off after.
Yeah, you're just flying by.
Yeah, no, and then I give her the finger.
Yeah, what I'm saying. I did.
So- Shortly behind the mono wheel comes the big giant fucking chopper. And the chopper is going to just go right up the one side of the
Did you
library.
succeed on avoiding the grapple?
Oh, I missed. You're right. I can't move, can I?
Yeah, your action will be removing the.
Then yeah, I moved the thing.
Okay.
If I have to do might, do I have to do might or anything?
Yeah, target number difficulty
okay.
3, the 9. Sorry, to kill the.
That's okay. Yeah, I forgot.
It's okay. Yeah, nailed it. I'll go ahead and let you move about half what you were planning on there. If you want to kind of get like
I'm
a
just
little
gonna get
closer.
to here.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Next up is the tops. You are up. It'll be everybody but the Hogwatch kids.
So I have a question about my endurance ability.
Yeah,
Would that affect the grappling thing that I have on me or no?
click it. So
I
it
don't
is
think it does, 'cause
it is
not
a
a time
duration
thing.
effect. I would say that would be the case. It will hold you for less time. That's totally fine. But I would say that the main thing is when you attempt it, because of endurance, I'm going to say that I'm going to ease it 1, even though it's not in the rules to say so. But I'm going to go ahead and ease it 1 since you're, resisting. So if you want to break it, you can as an action.
Heck yeah, I will do that. So it was a difficulty, what to break it?
It's normally 3, so it'll be 2 for you.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And you know what? I'll go ahead and put in 1 effort just to make sure. And GM intrusion again. Okay, wow.
Okay.
Hot rolls for me, but he...
After getting like bonked and oh wait, did you move the wrong? Yeah, you guys were the wrong bikes. Hold on. Sorry. Let's do that.
Wait, what?
Someone moved. Wait, no, you're right. Sorry, I got the wrong.
No, I was right.
I got you mixed up. I got you. You
Right.
were here. Okay. So, the GM intrusion will be as thus. She will. What's the GM intrusion suggestion on your chart there? Say, John. Or Brent. Either or.
Where's that?
It's under the minor effect, major effect. It should be in the same card.
Huh?
Hold on.
I don't see that.
Under the Kobold boon, game intrusion. Exotic. Sometimes exotic movement and gunplay gets all tangled up and doesn't come off correctly, possibly failing in ways that are dangerous. I like that. What's yours say though, Riker? Do you see it or no?
I don't see one
Okay.
on here.
If you scroll down, it should be under. I think it's listed under healer. Yeah. GM intrusion. Sometimes those we try to help don't want it, misconstrue that help, or don't respond well to the aid or medicine provided. Not so great for what we're doing. I'm going to go with, since it's kind of effectually, the GM intrusion is going to affect John.
Sick.
You do all that cool stuff, and you hit her right in the face and fly past her. And as you're flipping her off, you're not paying attention to the fact that you're riding over like a patch of particularly like dried but still kind of slick underneath blood, and the bike kind of skids and then does this kind of like, you know, when you throw like a pan or a frisbee on the ground and it does that wobble run. You know what I'm talking about? But you're inside of it, so you have two options. You can either flatten it and take might damage, or you can keep it steady and take speed damage.
Take might.
Okay, so you're going to take a total of 2. All right. More initiative havers. Clay and...
Did you say this binding that grabbed me, it just limits my movement, but my arms are still free?
Your arms are still free.
Okay, then I'm just gonna pop another shot at her.
Okay, so because she moved and her position is kind of slightly behind this, I'm going to say I'm going to increase the TN by 1. So it's going to be a difficulty 8 shot.
Difficulty 8?
Yeah, it was difficulty 7 before.
Oh shit, can I renege that?
No, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, it's 24 is the target number. You just need to ease it twice.
There's no way.
So you're trained with the weapon, so that automatically eases it down 1. So we're at a 21.
Is specialized, which eases it down 2.
Oh, you're specialized with the rifle. So then, yeah, you're down 2 already. So it's an 18 or better. Now, if you put effort into it, it's a 15 or better.
This ball. 8. Heroic. 1 effort.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so that's a fail. Boom, slams into the, it slams right into the fucking bookshelf, but clears it. So if she stays in that position, you'll have a clear shot next time.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Corson, you're last on the docket as far as succeeders go, and if you're talking, you are muted.
No, I'm not talking.
Okay.
But I am now, because you can hear me.
Jump on the bike?
Yeah, he's going to turn his armor on and jump on the bike.
Hell yeah. Click the armor for me, and then rush her. So, he's wearing Retributive Dynamo on the armor. It, when flipped, hums as it transmits an electric charge to the user's worn armor. For the next hour, any creature that strikes the wearer with a melee attack automatically receives a Retributive Electric Strike, dealing 2 points, 3 points if the Cypher is level 6. You need to roll a d6. You already did. It's up in the top there. It says 3. Cool.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yep.
And then I'm going to get back on my bike. I'm not sure if I can move my bike.
Hold on. Since I let Steve roll theirs out in the open, go ahead and just roll yours as a D roll. That's fine. If it's
roll
lower
what
than
now?
roll a D6 for me. If it's lower than 3, we'll keep the 3. But I let Steve roll a dice after.
Oh, I didn't know that all my rolls and shit were sweet.
It's fine. It didn't get a level 6 on the Cypher, so it's just going to be 2 damage. The same as. Cool. Next.
Oh. What I even roll for?
If you rolled a 6, you would have dealt more damage.
Oh, I see how it works.
Yeah.
Now. Interesting.
So then you said you ride towards her, right?
Yeah, if I can. Basically, I want to
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
right on. I want to be
Oh yeah,
her biggest hater.
yeah. You're basically like you're pushing your front tire against her back tire. Like you were literally like this close to each other.
Yep.
Okay. That was the last of the succeeders. It's going to go to her. She's going to spin about upon you, not really paying attention, and just swing the sword at you. Go ahead and make me a defense roll.
What is defense?
Speed, usually for dodging.
Oh, okay. What difficulty?
It's going to be difficulty 7 still.
And would he get the +1 he gets from me? How would that work?
Yeah, just going to lower it. It's going to ease it by 1.
No, so,
Oh, no, the armor. Sorry, +1 to his armor. So when the damage comes through, it's going to do 1 less.
Oh yeah. So does my armor affect the difficulty?
No, your armor, your speed is increased. Yeah, the difficulty is +2, right? So we're looking at a 9 difficulty because of your heavy armor.
Oh. So we're at a 9. Now,
But
is
you're
that
also
before or
not
after?
going to take 7 damage when she hits you. So she has to do more than 7 damage with her attack.
Right. So is that a 9 with or without the +1 from?
The +1 to the armor score. So it's actually the amount of damage that you're resisting, not the roll.
I see.
How does +1 on any die rolls?
Oh, +1
okay.
on any
For
die
my ability.
rolls, it says? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, then that's just a +1 to your dice result.
Okay. Well, let's go. Difficulty 9, and you said that's speed.
Yeah, I think the only way you're getting this is a natural 20, and even then, I'm not even sure if that works that way. But yeah.
I'm gonna spend some effort.
Oh, then yeah, maybe we can get it down a bit. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. So she is going to do a total of 10 damage to you, which will be reduced by 7. You'll take 3 damage, and it'll go to Might first, and then she will reflexively take 2 because of the armor. Okay, she's a bit wounded. Definitely worse for wear. Next up is the failures, and she's turned her bike fully around to face you.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
I'm going to
First,
take
right?
advantage of that back that's facing me. So riding up, hopping on these boxes, riding the wall, and trying to land on top of her so I can get like here next to.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
See, now you're thinking with Final Fantasy Advent Children. Let's see it.
And
So it's going to be a
that's,
speed, and you're trained in it. So it's going to be difficulty 6.
Oh, cool. This should go well.
You want to spend effort?
Oh yeah.
I. How much effort do I have?
You can spend as many points as you want.
Oh, because it's
What do
from
you
the
mean?
pool.
Yeah, your pool. Effort will burn 3.
Right.
Oh.
Have you not been reducing your amounts by 3, John?
I did now.
Okay, thanks.
I took the effort one off my top right. That's what I did.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's a roll of a 3 on the dice. Yeah.
Nope.
So you ride up this way, and you're kind of like riding along this thing here, but this is where Clay shot, right, and broke it. So as you kind of ride up, you actually push in enough that it breaks the thing, and when you kind of scatter, you kind of definitely miss on the right and kind of slam behind Corson or beside Corson. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get next to Corson.
Yeah, kind of. You very quickly like hit the ground, spin about, and come back on her.
And it's a spin on the front wheel to
Oh, hell yeah.
clarify.
Boom, bam. Yeah, for sure. Okay, the mono wheel kind of tobble. You took the damage to the speed, so it's kind of laying flat. You kind of kick your foot down, lift that bitch back up. What are you doing?
I took might, but
Yeah.
So I was gonna do something else silly. I was gonna go up here, ride around to get really high, and then like over here. No, I
Yeah.
can't. No. Up to here, and then Goomba her around the head.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a speed roll. Difficulty for this is going to be, I'm going to increase it by 1 for the dramatics, but I am also going to increase the damage by 2 for the falling. So, yeah, give me a speed roll. Difficulty 8. Again, it'll be -1 because of your training in speeds. You can spend effort to reduce it by 1 more. If people want to assist here, I think this is a good time to introduce those rules. Hold on. Assist.
So I also had this though, which wasn't sure if it. Where is it?
What is it?
Uncanny display. So I have to do a speed roll first in order to do it.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a difficulty 2 speed task, and because you're using Uncanny Display as a special ability to create the generator, this enabler, I'm going to reduce the difficulty task for hitting her back down to 7. So give me the speed 2, or the difficulty 2 speed task. Nailed it. So then we are at a 7, okay? And because you are coming from a vaulted position with that being the enabler in the movement, you're dealing 2 additional points of damage for the Uncanny Display, 2 additional damage for the flying down on her, and the difficulty will be eased by 1. So we're looking difficulty 6 right now. So 5 with the training. Do you want to spend effort on this?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and spend your effort. It's going to be 3 points from speed. And give me a roll. Hell yeah. So when you smash into her with your medium-sized bike, you're doing a total of 6 damage for the bike, +2, +2. So you come down on her. Go ahead and move to where you think you would end up. That's fine. It would be right after her, kind of like, you're not going that far away. Get back here, bitch. It's literally strike, and then it kind of like bounces in place, right? Like, you know, like boing, like a tire when it hits the ground.
Yeah.
That's literally your ass. But no, yeah, she takes that strike straight to the dome, and that will trigger my trap card. Pause for a second. Pause for effect. When you hit her, you see her kind of like strike across the face. Like, literally would have torn a lesser person's head clean off, right? That strike. And you see her kind of like shift to the side, and she looks over at you, like angrily. You can see blood kind of weeping out of her eyes. You see the face on the front of the bike spring forward, and like it's attached to these creepy, crawly kind of like tentacles. And you can see that the bike is as well, and they start slowly coming up her legs. And she points the sword at you, and she's drawn her fucking rifle, and she says to you, "You're dead." And when she says that, she's going to pull the trigger. Go ahead and give me a speed roll. This is to evade. If you have like evasion or anything as a skill, you can roll that instead. But yeah, this is to dodge a bullet.
No, I do not, I don't think. Nope. Okay. Speed
Yeah,
roll.
the
Speed roll
difficulty.
what?
Okay.
Difficulty what?
Difficulty is going to be 6. Okay. So when she hits you, she's going to do a total of 8 damage straight into you with the gun. So whatever your armor rating is, you're going to reduce the amount of damage dealt to you by that.
I have medium armor.
So 6 is your armor rating, so you're going to take a total of 2. No, sorry. 4 is your armor rating, so you're going to take a total of 4.
Where do you take damage?
Fight first, then make your way down the tracks.
Okay, so you said
4.
how many damage?
4 damage.
Okay.
Okay. That was the last of the failures, right? So it goes back up to the top. Successes.
Yep.
And just so we mechanically understand what's going to be happening now, she'll be acting on 2 initiative counts effectively. After the successes and then after the failures.
Yeah,
Is
of
the
course.
grappling effect still active on me?
If you haven't broken it, yeah.
Okay.
Fortune is going to take advantage of his position to basically like put his bike like face to face with hers and just slam on the gas to basically try to bully her.
Okay. So you're
I'm
going to try
not
and
sure if
ram
that'll count.
her at
I
point
guess we
blank.
could do a ram and shoot like
Yeah.
point blank.
Because you're ramming her at point blank and don't have a lot of gas, the difficulty is going to be a bit harder. So go ahead and give me a speed roll, difficulty 9, to try and kind of hit her at point blank range with a ram.
I should have. Damn, I should have put more points into speed.
It's okay. You weren't built for that. You're a juggernaut. You're doing what you need to do, though. You're point blank in front of her.
Not gonna add any effort. I don't have the points to spare. I'm gonna try to just soak damage with the rest of what I got in my pool.
No worries.
That was
It's a good roll. It just, yeah, definitely not good enough for this difficulty. And then your shotgun shot's going to still be difficulty, or it's going to be difficulty 6. Because you're not trying to rev it up and, like, fly it at her.
Yeah.
That's just a good old-fashioned kablowie.
My first time around, did I actually shoot her, or did I fail that?
Yeah, you failed it. You did that already.
Okay, but I have fired 2 shots.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
Rule of cool. You literally, like, as you're kind of trying to rev, and she's kind of locked you with her weird tentacle bike, you kind of just, like, as you're driving, reloading the weapon and shooting.
It's like, "Wah!" And then with my other hand, I'm just, like, pointing straight at her and pulling the trigger.
It's like, drop, breech load, the 2 empties fly out, smoke flying out, and you're just, like, slamming the other 2 and popping it up and shooting in one action. That'll hit her. And looks like because of the high roll and tiering, you definitely are going to be doing +2 damage. So that's 10 damage to her here. Okay. And she will soak 6. So 4. Okay. Solid stuff. Because of the failed attempt to ram, you're kind of locked in with her, kind of like connected to her front of her bike. So
Totally fine.
Yeah, you can't move. And then it'll
To
go
me again, I dare you.
2 more successes, Clay and Riker.
I tried to roll to escape, but I failed. So.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right. I think as a free action, because it doesn't have an action associated with it, I'll summon my fetch out of my shadow. And I'm gonna use. It says that he can assist me with an action, so I'm gonna get him to help me shoot by acting as like a tripod for the rifle.
Like for the shooting. For the shooting.
Kinda,
okay.
You know, like some arquebuses have the like stabilizer. Yeah. Just gonna do that. Hold the barrel for me.
Absolutely amazing.
He locks his claw feet onto the railing, and you just slam it onto the top of his head from your vaulted position up on top of your bike, which is locked in place by the rock crumblies. Okay, so your shot is a difficulty 6. It would have been a 7 if there was still cover, but you already blew that the fuck out, and she hasn't moved. So we're looking at a 6, easing it by 1 because of tripod, the assist. So you're at difficulty 5. Anything else you can... and then you're trained, so it'll be 4.
Yeah,
or specialized 3 even. Okay, this is a good shot.
Yeah, I think I'll save my effort, because hopefully I won't need it for this.
Yeah, hopefully.
Famous last words.
And he rolls a natural 1, and the GM intrudes. Nailed it.
Nice.
6 damage in.
It'll be +1 for my dehydrator, so it's a 7, and now she's got a countdown on her. If I hit her 2 more times, she dehydrates into salt.
Yep, I'm aware of it. Very cool, very cool.
Oh, fuck.
Her lips might be a little chapped right now.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Can you look up what hand loading does?
Sure. Hand loading's a skill that lets you kind of just like reflexively reload things, and you have the skill, which is why I just said that you go ahead and reload and shoot. If anybody else had done similar, I would have told them they have to reload as that action, or in replacing that attack.
Oh, I took that even though.
I have it, I just don't know what it does.
So yeah, basically it just, you reload it on the fly.
Yep.
Normally it would be like skill-based, and you'd have to roll for it, but because I don't care, we're going. Who else was on the success train? Riker failed, Clay shot, Corson shot. You still have a gun, by the way, Riker, if you want to just start shooting.
Oh, I thought it was my action to try to break free.
It is your action. I'm just saying in the future, like, since you had 2 attempts and fucked it up, it might be time to be like, well, committing to the bit, and I'll just remain here. Okay, so on her initiative for this one, what she's going to do is the same thing she did for the first one. She's going to reapply the lock. If you are not currently held, I need a speed roll. If you are currently held, I need a might roll.
What was the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 7 on both.
Would mine go down because of endurance or not?
Yes, it will go again, down just like the last one, sure.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for a might roll from Clay.
Sorry, you need a might roll from me?
Yes, please.
Was like the stone like squeezing us? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh shit. Difficulty is 7, you said?
Yes.
This is what I'm
Wait,
bad
didn't
at.
he,
about
didn't he
skinny
not
armor.
get got? Didn't he not get got because he's on the wood?
No, because there was a GM intrusion, and then I busted it out of the sidewalls and
Oh.
grabbed him, yeah.
The- The stone from the walls came through.
If you are not grappled, you are now grappled by the stone shit. If you were grappled, you're taking 10 damage from the grappling. So your armor will apply, though, normally. And the damage will be applied to might first.
I'm gonna take 8 might damage. 8 out of my 9 might pool.
Okay, nobody's reaching 0 might, right? Okay, dang, too bad. I was about to teach you how actually dying works. Because you start to build up, like, bad stuff. Okay, so next then would be the losers. The failures. There'd be Zach and John.
What kind of rolls it to get free?
It is an action, and the task required would be a might roll.
She's looking a little worse for wear.
She's pretty fucked up. Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is a 3.
I'm just gonna point blank shoot her
That's right. Yeah, get it.
with a 7.
Oh no. 6. She's on 6ers right now.
Well,
Okay. Double checking here. Yeah, you rolled a 7. Okay. Bang, miss. Then it goes to Zach.
Dang, I miss.
Bang, bang, bang! That same spirit that you had shooting everybody in the guards, shooting all the fucking cobra slugs, but she's just bouncing off her armor and she's like dodging it. Okay, that's the failures. It goes back to her. On this initiative, she is going to utilize her bike, and she is going to drive to here, and then turn around very coolly.
where?
Shoom. Who of you folks were grappled by her stone shit? Everybody, right?
I think everybody is currently grappled, right?
So when she pulls that way, you can see it's almost like there's like lines underneath the earth that kind of rip up and pull, and as she kind of drags in that way, you fly off of the roof or off of the railing and slam down into the kind of alcove here. You're going to take 2 points of might damage, ignores armor, and then these folks here, you're going to be moved forward and towards her, and you're only going to take 1 point of might damage because you're being dragged. And it looks like, in all intents and purposes, as she kind of spins around, she's about to wheel around again, and she's laughing as she has you chained and by stone like chains. It looks like she's going to drive out of the castle and just like ride around with you dragging behind her, screaming and laughing.
I would
like
also
she's
be
currently-
pulled.
Huh? Oh yeah, sorry.
I would
Thank
also
you. You bet. Whoosh. So you're still grappled, but she has definitely kind of got you connected to these weird chains now as she's driving throughout the space, and you can see the chains.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do to.
So
Okay.
that was the after the failures goes back up to the successes.
But that put me to 0 might, by the way. So am I like
Great.
rotting away?
Oh, hold on.
My legs fell off the bookshelf.
I gotta go back to the book and read how the damage worked again, because I want to be exact. I want to be precise. I want to know I want to tell you correctly. There's a thing that happens here. Big bong. Okay. Rules. Damage. Damage. Damn. Sorry. I should have been more ready for this. Damage. You've taken damage. Damage. Okay. So your might pool is reduced to 0. When it reduces to 0, you are set onto the damage track. Hail is the normal state for a character. All 3 stat pools are at least 1 point or higher, and the PC has no penalties from harmful conditions. Hail is, healthy. Impaired is a wounded or injured state. When an impaired character applies effort, it costs 1 extra point for level applied. So it'll cost you 1 extra point to apply effort. And an impaired character ignores minor and major effects rolled on dice. And you don't deal as much damage in combat with a special roll, which, again, none of the stuff we're doing is special rolls. So mainly the thing is that while you're impaired, you are not doing any major or minor effects on crits, and when you spend effort, it's going to cost you more. Okay.
Okay, so I'm like battle shocked. I'm winded. I didn't do anything crazy.
I assume when the chain kind of lances down, like it kind of pulls up through the ground and cuts the books in half, and then drags you down to the ground when it kind of becomes taut. So you kind of like slam head first and kind of like shoulder first, and as you're kind of like pulling yourself up, you can like just feel this like throbbing pain throughout your entire upper section and your face, inside of your cowl. Awesome.
Damn.
Okay, that was it. So it goes to successes, which includes you.
Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't concerned about being binded, but now I am because that was terrible.
Yeah. Difficulty remains at difficulty 9 might to break it, but you can now see the chain, so you can also shoot them and attempt to break them that way as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing. I'll get my fetch to help me get him to like hold up the chains between his hands to give me a clear shot at them. That'll be like how he helps.
Just because the way you described it, if you do fucking GM intrusion, I am gonna kill the imp. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I would expect nothing less.
Let's see it. It's like, here you go, boss. This would be the greatest time for a natural 1. I'm just saying, like, there's okay, fine. Roll the opposite direction and get a fucking natural 20. Whatever, you son of a bitch.
I don't get my major effect though because I
don't because you are impaired. You blow the chain away, and he's kind of like, "Yeah, boss!" And the chain releases from his hands very quickly because it's still going that way. Okay, you are free to move.
I'm assuming I fell off my bike, so like it's up. It's still probably up there.
Yeah, in all honesty, you can like jump onto the bookshelves very quickly and get up onto the bike, and probably move it a little bit if you wanted to kind of roll back down this way. I'd say you could probably end here with that.
Well, we'll do that and get ready if I need to like intercept these guys if they can't get free.
What's the difficulty to shoot her?
Shoot her? 6.
Yeah.
But because you're
6,
being dragged and are prone, it would be inhibited now. So there's a +1 to the task number, so 7's again.
Okay. Do I want to do that, or do I want to try to break out of this thing?
Your call. If you're still with her when it comes to her turn after the successes, she's taking you all right out the fucking door with her.
Okay, I want to try to break out of it first.
Okay.
Might. Difficulty 2 because of endurance. Please, for the love of everything. Oh my god!
This is going well. The next Gunslinger Knights game might be recovering our weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the same exact story again.
Yeah,
This isn't the first
100%.
time that fucking Steve's done this. I definitely am doing it different though. Um, okay, that's a failure. Who else is on the success track? Corson, right?
Yep. I need to make a might check to get out
Oh,
of this grapple.
sorry. Also, because of your proximity to her, I'm going to take another 2 points of damage because she would have been shocked when she grappled you with the thing. It was technically a
She
melee.
cut out.
Oh, so she takes
cut out.
the 2 points?
Yeah, I'm going to give you that because it's a Cypher.
Oh, thank you. So I guess I'm going to just roll, just straight up roll might.
If you're trying to break the chains, or you can shoot the chains.
Yeah. Oh, I can shoot the chains.
Yeah, they're like stone chains she's shaped out of like her mind using the Earth Sword, and basically you can just blast them now that they're visible.
Fuck yeah, shoot them. What's the level there to shoot the chains?
So it's a difficulty 3, but you have training in your shotgun, so it's probably going to be better than just a raw might roll.
So what does that make it? 2?
Yeah, it would. You need a 6 or
yeah.
better on a d20. You could roll like Brent.
Please.
Here, wait. Can I use this as part of wheel and gun?
Yeah, so if you can get free, you can then chase her with the bike and slam into her for sure.
Yeah, I got this. Okay, here's exactly what I'm gonna do. So here, rolling that 2. I'm not gonna put any effort into it. Just do that.
Bam, boom, got it.
Yeah.
Breaks the chain. Now, it was dragging you. It was obviously also dragging your steed. So, like, once that happens and you shoot it, you're kind of sliding on your leg. You just kind of push your knee down and then kick your foot and, like, right the bike and then right into her.
I hit those boxes
Hell yeah.
up onto this bookshelf,
Jesus Christ.
over onto this bookshelf, and come down at her like that.
All right, that's going to be because you don't have the cool uncanny maneuver thing. I'm going to say that it's going to increase the target number by 1.
I mean, I've got a lot of riding perks.
No, I understand.
Okay.
Everybody does, but he has one that the Wayfarers get that makes him like really good at like doing uncanny displays. He's like a really good biker. But the TN, like I said, for the move is going to be TN7 or difficulty 7.
Okay, and that's speed.
It is going to be a speed roll, yeah.
Alright.
No modifiers? Nothing you're putting into it?
I am gonna put 1 effort into it.
Okay.
That's bringing my pool down to 4, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Damn. Hold on a second.
That was
here.
really close.
21,
That was really fucking close.
down by 3. No, it's a hit because you don't have the one for being trained in the bike. So I don't know why that. Because you're rolling as raw speed roll. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, oops!
And it's okay. It's not you.
Speed. I
You're,
didn't know there was.
you're piloting a heavy steed, right?
Yep.
Okay. So as you see Corson kind of like ride up, lightning kind of cackling from him, after breaking his chain, you see fucking Riker struggling with his chains. Everybody's kind of, moving as they can, but Corson manages to get the bike up, and Adam slams right into her, knocks her off of her steed. Her steed kind of like spins in its space and kind of moves off to the side, and she hits the ground, and the sword falls out of her hand and kind of slams to the ground near her. Pause for a second for effect. Of course, and you kind of land near her, your bike kind of like idling as you kind of hit and are kind of like wondering or waiting what's going on. The chains fall slack and turn to ash around you. You then watch as the sword lifts off of the ground. Her eyes become panicked. You can see that the bike that's kind of still kind of idling and moving off to the side that she was riding is kind of like squirming. The tentacles and the weird stone face are kind of like lashing out. But like it almost seems feckless, like a child crying in a crib. And the sword's kind of loft in the air. And as it kind of moves towards her, it hangs above her like the sword of Damocles. Her body, you can see as she's...
Corson's gonna grab it.
You sure?
Oh yeah, like he's not gonna let it just kill her. Like if she's trying to take control of it, or the bike's trying to take control of it, he doesn't want either of them to have it.
All right, go ahead and give me a difficulty 10 intellect roll, please.
Oh boy.
That's fucking Brett in the back. It's a cursed sword.
So crying. I can't get out of my chains. I roll shit. Then someone else gets a cursed sword. What's next?
Well, you're like a cursed sword in that you're in chains and on a wall.
You can't
I'll
roll
try
for
to
shit
die
out of it.
first so I can take that
Oh.
from you too.
Yeah, I can only add one. I can only boost it by one.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll. You need a 20, I think.
I just realized
There we go.
Steve
Okay.
took fall damage and died before me too.
So you grab the sword, and she looks up at you, and she says, "Join me, help me, remake the world." And when you stare down at her holding the sword, you have two options: either make the world that she seems to be desiring yourself by killing her and then going and doing it with her blood, or join her, help her back to her feet, and try and take over the world. Those are your only two options.
I'm gonna kill her.
All right, the sword buries down into her, and you see Corson kind of turning his head, looking at you, and you want to reshape the world. Everything that was maniacal about her, as long as you're holding that sword, that's what you want to do. Round 2.
Can I drop the sword?
No. You failed that intellect roll. So my question
Okay.
is, because of time, we can end it there because
Yeah.
that shit's hilarious. Or we can discuss what happens next, because I believe Corson's kind of wounded, right?
Yeah, he's pretty worn down and beat up.
Okay.
I mean, he put on a hell of a show.
So
but,
just to kind of spare us from us rolling dice against each other, because it's always the most fun. Do you try to detain Corson and relieve him of the Earth Sword? Everybody else.
Definitely.
No
Okay.
night left
definitely.
behind.
And Chad, are you okay with just kind of falling into that happening, or do you want to fight to?
oh yeah, like
Make it-
letting them, subdue him and separate him from the sword.
Okay, cool. So you're
Yeah,
resisting,
totally.
so to speak. Got it. Resisting the sword's influence. Okay.
Yeah.
So just real quick, I'm going to tell you what the sword would have done if you were wielding it, and it would have been kind of cool. Baby cat, what are you doing? What are you doing? Knocked over a shit ton of magic cards and then started playing around in them. The Earth Sword. Sorry. The Earth Sword is a level 10, which is the highest it gets. Great sword made of stone and rough metal. And it allows you to create bridges, which can be as long pretty much as you want over time. Sculpt cliff faces, rocks, etc. Probably how this fucking fort got here. Tunnel through solid earth without issue. The greater effect of it, you can raise a landform, a region of land 30 miles in rough diameter that forms around you from the ocean floor, or you can cause it to descend into the earth, and then you can sculpt the earth to be whatever you want it to be. And so the effects that she was doing were basically within that kind of rule set, what she was doing with her limited scope of imagining. The sword is knocked out of your hands. Clay respectfully uses his cloak to kind of bind up the Earth Sword, and you return it to the monastery or to Castle True.
Say the monastery,
That
because it seems like other than our group, our little band,
nobody knows it's there.
yeah, nobody else knows it's there.
Okay. Perfect. And then you ride back out for Castle True, successful in your missions in protecting the townsfolk of whatever the fuck the name of the town was. Most of the people died there because of the Blue Knight. And you take her detained to Castle True to be tried before the Lithian order.
Oh, I thought I killed her.
Oh yeah, she died. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I thought you. She's
Yeah,
dead.
just bring her head or something.
Yeah, you just bring her head back to Castle True to be posted on a pike outside. And that was Gunslinger Nights. Thanks for watching those that did. And we will see you for the next Patreon game when we have one. This was definitely a blast. And have a good night.